Okay, recording is going, just so you're on record for all this planning we were doing.
Cool,
So-
recap it for us.
Basically, my suggestion would be we do not fight more Imperials because no money in that. And we just get as many survivors as we can, tell the other ones to disperse in the woods, and we'll come back for them. Cue the thunder gun. And
Yeah. We'll come back for you. Oh wait, they don't watch It's Always Sunny.
Nope, never seen it.
Sorry, that kind of fell a little flat.
it was funny to me.
I knew that it was a joke, but I did not know why.
So and then we meet up with Roam and say, hey, we found the ship, give us our money.
Yeah, hopefully we can talk Harsal and Kratala into coming with us since they don't want to be captured by Imperials either.
Might have to talk him into it at gunpoint, and we might have to talk to Roam with Kratala at gunpoint as well.
Oh, yikes, that sounds terrible.
I mean, it's Edge of the Empire. We're not the good guys. We're not the bad guys, but we're not the good guys.
You're right, I forgot.
I mean,
Gotta
we
get
can
into
bluff a
character.
little bit.
You are all, in fact, criminals of some nature.
Yeah. Forgot I'm a smuggler.
I'm not saying we would murder Kratala out of cold blood, but if we don't get paid, like, there has to be consequences.
Okay, let's do it. Sounds good.
Let's do it.
We all
All
put
right.
our hands in and, do the whole, like...
Break!
Yeah!
So,
Cue cool music. And
BH, if I remember correctly, we had just finished the battle and we had not looted anyone yet, right?
Yep.
Oh,
I'm looting everyone.
Yeah. Oh, can we do a cut scene where we're all like, tightening belts and like putting on more armor, looting from the bodies and like getting all our stuff. And then
This
going
is
out.
after the battle, though. Normally that happens before the battle.
Well, we're about to do another maybe battle. I don't know.
I'm gonna go get that scene from the fucking Batman Returns movie where they're strapping
Yes.
on the utility belts and you get to zoom in.
And the rubber nipples.
Yeah, bat nipples and bat butt.
That was a puppy sneeze.
All the silicone abs.
Yeah. Alright, well, as previously mentioned, monster stats are all over the place in this book, so let me go find what those scout troopers had on them.
Oh, do we want to
And we have to check the bikes, too. Yeah.
You have 2 functioning bikes.
But we have 4 people in the party, so we got to check the other ones.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like, on the last
you're
battle,
saying
due
including
to
this.
the damage and the ones that crashed and stuff, you have 2 functioning bikes. I don't know if you want to spend time to try and, like, get a wreck into the cargo hold so that you can use pieces from another wreck to try and fix it, or try and fix the wreck.
No, we'll take the functioning ones. We don't need the...
Hi.
Hi.
What's up, Rick?
Rick's here.
Stick it in the montage. We'll just be like getting the working bike, like you pick it up from being leaned over and
We
stuff.
are getting ready to loot everyone that we killed last session.
Right.
Troopers, Rick, you're a little staticky, kind of. Troopers
Oh,
had
let me
light
fix that.
blaster pistols on them.
That's why they were so easy to kill.
Mhm.
2 of them had a
Better?
heavy blaster. Better. 2 of them had a heavy blaster
Yay.
rifle. The rest had light blaster pistols. Between, how many did y'all fight? Y'all fought like 4 of them there?
Yeah.
Because one stayed on the one got on the ship and took off.
I remember it being closer to a dozen.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it's only 1 frag grenade.
Dibs!
No.
You can find 4 frag grenades throughout
Ooh.
them.
If I find one, it like ticks once or twice, and then I toss it to him.
Oh no.
Just occasionally ticks.
Furry, grubby paws are hoarding all these grenades in my arms. And I walk to Rick, Linus, and Leah and just hand them each one with a solemn look.
Oh,
Ooh.
thank you.
My look is like impressing the seriousness of
The situation?
don't waste these unless it's fucking awesome. Like, that's the mental look on a furry rodent face.
I put it in my smuggler's jacket. One of the pockets.
You'll never find it again.
I missed my smuggler's jacket.
The scout troopers are also wearing their armor that we discussed. It has a utility belt and a couple extra reloads and stuff for their rifles in their utility belts. I don't know if you feel like stripping anyone of their armor.
I try on one of the helmets.
Cue that Ewok wearing a helmet scene.
Does it fit? Can I cram my head in there?
Your head gets in there. Your ears are totally like matted down on top of your head or flapped straight along the side of your head.
I'm taking the helmet. I'm not wearing it, but I'm taking it.
Yeah, if there's, I only have my coat on, so I don't really have any armor on. I wouldn't mind it if it would help me out, like give me some defense. If there's anything worth taking.
I don't actually know if there is like piecemeal armor rules in Star Wars, but that brings an interesting point. But if nothing else, I just want to note that you got that like, you could have that like Star-Lord look going. I have a leather jacket, but a helmet, but no rest of the armor. Just. Also, I don't know how Miss Headtails works at getting her head inside of a helmet. In fact, the only one that would very easily be able to fit her head into a helmet would probably be Zamira.
You're saying I have a small head.
But then it would mess up her hair.
No, I'm saying that you don't have giant cheek lips or huge ears and head tails.
If you were a male, you would have horns, though.
Interesting. Oh, we have to roll Destiny.
Oh, yeah. Let me look at that dice pool for y'all. Click that button.
Thank you.
That button, no. We haven't played in like a month, so gotta make sure. Okay, yeah. I did clear it while doing session prep. You are clear to roll.
Oh, no. It won't let me roll.
That's weird. Mine's not letting me do anything at all.
Hey, I might have to restart the sandbox. Stand by.
Okay.
Yeah, me neither.
I was worried it was because I popped the window out.
Roll20 did some updates last week. This was a thing that came up in our D&D game. The D&D character sheets have a slight refresh to them. Several other things have changed slightly. Like if you emote, it's slightly orangey now instead of the yellow color it was. So I may just need to restart the API because the Star Wars dice require the API. So stand by.
You want us to leave the game, or are you good?
I don't know. I've never tried to restart an API sandbox while people were in the game.
Well, this gives us more time to plan, I suppose. Should we try to get healing for all of us when we stop off and try to get... I mean, they kind of offered us...
We're going to take all the supplies we can quickly take because we're abandoning the retreat anyways. So,
right.
Somebody try
if
to
anything...
anything. I didn't mean to interrupt, but...
No,
you're fine.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Yay.
I think that's my best roll on Destiny.
Yep, I just had to click to restart the sandbox.
That might be my best roll on Destiny as well.
That was my worst.
Nah, that's about on par with you.
So,
Rip.
Oh, we're 3-3.
I just want to throw this out there that if for some reason they give us some pushback at the retreat,
yeah,
we have a crap ton of grenades that we can just throw out the landing door, the landing hatch, whatever it's called.
The heroes, ladies and gentlemen, the heroes.
I mean, are we the heroes? I think we're just paid to be here.
You said we found 4 grenades, right?
Yeah.
So that means we each got 1 of those, so I need to add 1 more.
Take 1 strain.
Me?
It is always Zamira.
Yeah.
Womp
I mean,
womp.
Okay.
She's got room for strain, though. Doesn't matter. Y'all about to get like a rest and everything on the ship, but I'm just trying to remember the rules for the game.
Yeah.
I'm at 5 of 10.
So, sorry,
Looted.
go ahead.
And now we're...
We might as well take a full set of armor, though, if you're considering it, Tally.
Oh, sure. Yeah, if it's easy, we might as well. I don't care.
I mean,
So I got the helmet, and then we'll just pick and choose like the best pieces, and we can throw them on the ship and decide
yeah,
if
that's
they
what I'm saying. The campaign is winding down, and after this, I'm gonna be gone. So like, we're looking at a year on hold, anyways. So chuck the shit in the ship. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
If nothing else, it can be sold at some point.
Yeah.
Or used as a brilliant surprise infiltration tactic.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed how cash poor stormtroopers are?
Well, that makes sense.
Apparently, they just charge everything. You know, they use debit cards everywhere.
So we're gonna be carrying Sam on. Are we gonna split 2 and 2 under the 2 ships?
Sam should go with me because I have a bit of mechanics if I need it.
Okay. You're cool going on the cheeky with me?
Sure.
And
I will
retreat.
very stubbornly insist that I pull Sam myself the entire way, just kind of inching along.
Okay, you're like dragging it from behind and I'm like gently helping you think you're doing it all by yourself.
I said I can get it.
Okay.
My ascot brother.
Ooh.
No, I just want to keep track of what's going on. We'll put the droids over here. Which ship is the Sam, Ovaltine, Tally crew going on?
That one, yeah.
All on the
Minoc.
Are you taking one of the speed bikes on to each ship, or both speeders going on? Are you leaving the speeders? What's the plan with the speeders?
I think 1 and 1.
Yeah.
1 and 1.
Tally and Kodo can each have one.
Yay.
Thank you very much.
I'll allow it, since I'm the party leader, of course.
Yeah.
Zamira, would you like to join Kodo, or are you going to follow the Sam, Tally, Ovaltine crowd back onto the Minoc?
Ooh, question. Would Kodo want to stay in the air and like keep lookout? Keep scanning for if anybody else comes back, or no, we have to load him. We have to load up survivors.
We have to go to the retreat, yeah.
For both
I
ships.
feel like I'll go to the retreat with them at least.
Wait, with who?
because-
With
For
Kodo
both.
or
Oh, is
Tally?
everyone going back to the retreat?
That's what I was asking too.
You better go with Kodo, because you never know. He likes to steal ships. He might just take off without us.
True.
That is
Also,
definitely
Keep him
true.
honest.
Without somebody else in Kodo's ship, were anything to happen, Kodo does not have a gunner.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I'll
that
go.
pretty much
I'll go
settles
with
it.
him then. I'll go with him.
Okay. I know y'all are just bouncing back to the retreat right now, but just trying to figure out who and what is on what ship. The battle droids will rank and file what's left of them, kind of half and half between the ships, so that y'all can hop on back to the retreat.
I'm going to be pestering Tally to fly very low, close to the tree line, to stay under the radar.
Okay.
Under whose radar?
All the radars.
Got it.
I mean, she probably doesn't even know what radar is, because they just use sensors in Star Wars. But I'm still saying stay under the radar.
Got it. It does not take long at all. It was only an hour walk, so spaceship gets you there just a little bit faster. Y'all are able to swoop in, stay in low on the trees, and get back over to where you know the retreat is at-ish. Again, it's tucked away and hidden, but you know, without too much effort, can guesstimate, and then before too long, you see the ladder that old Zamira climbed up the cliff and stuff like that, and you're like, yep, this is the spot. So you search around a little bit, and you can't park like side by side, but you can get down into the canopy fairly close to each other with the two ships and park, and you know, the battle droids will start disembarking and heading back up to the retreat and stuff like that, and y'all can too.
Woo!
We can't hear you, Steven. Sorry, he was talking.
That's because I muted because I was drinking my hot cocoa.
Aha, haha.
I want cocoa.
I know,
Come on
right?
over, I'll give you some.
I'll trade you. I got
Oh my.
chocolate chip cookies, you know.
Oh.
Oh, that's
I want
fantastic.
cookies.
Let's get as many people on the ship, and I'm gonna be looking for someone who can help repair Sam.
Well, you do know that there is the droid repair lady, whose name currently escapes me, but you do know that there is a droid repair lady and a droid repair shop.
All right, so I'm going to be going around the Cheeky Minoc, looking for some random, non-important hose or electric wire, and just ripping it right out of the wall. And then I'm gonna loop it underneath Sam's arms, and then have both ends over my shoulders so I can just drag him along to the droid repair shop.
Okay, so to get that, just so that I understand that in my head, the first thing you do is look for cheap hose. The second thing, sorry, it's been a couple of weeks. I had to get my terrible jokes in right up front. They've been building up. Okay, so your cheap hose and your dead buddy, you're dragging him across the jungle and into camp. I'm going to look for the lady's name, I swear. I'm fluffing for time here, viewers at home.
My.
As you're tearing out stuff from the ship, I go, Jinkies, Jenkins, take it easy. Take it easy on my ship.
Oh, did you want that?
The next
I can find some for you too.
As a reminder, the next person who attempts to use the bathroom in the Cheeky Minot will find that the toilet doesn't flush.
Gives her
Think I'm on that
character.
other ship.
Okay, so while he's doing that, I'll
it's one of those times where there's a paragraph header at the bottom of a page, 3 words, and then the important information is on the next. So I kept like looking for the thing. But yeah. Sorry, Tally, go ahead.
No worries, it's fine. While he's headed over there, I will look for Kratala and Harsel to see if I can go persuade them, even though it didn't go super well last time.
Okay.
Probably best that I'm not there.
Yeah, y'all come kind of stomping out of the jungle, and you got the droids with you and everything, and you see that the retreat is still very much on guard. Folks are in the guard towers, and guns are still leveled out into the trees, and there's kind of a bustle of activity still. You're guessing that they heard the Imperial ship take off, but they, would not have seen that y'all beat the 2 lances of stormtroopers or scout troopers. So they're very much still on guard when y'all come stomping up the road and the gates are closed, and the guards will kind of just call out to you to get your attention and ask what happened.
Hey, it's us. We were just here a little bit ago. We went and fought a couple of Imperials for you. You're welcome.
Yeah. No, I know who you are. I'm asking what happened.
Oh, we killed them, but one got away in a ship, and they're probably bringing more, so we should probably leave.
He's gonna kind of nod, motion to you, and then you see him disappear from over the edge, basically. So he turns around and steps back towards the inside of the camp, and you can hear him talking, but you can't hear what he says. And then a few seconds later, the gate starts to creak open and stuff, so y'all can enter the retreat.
It's about time. I want to brush
Open the gate a
forward and go
little.
straight. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a brother down here.
He seems unempathetic
ascot
about your
brother.
broken
Okay.
droid.
Off we go.
Into the wild blue
Oh, you know
yonder.
what? Sorry, while I have them. Have you seen Harsel? Where is Captain Harsel?
Captain Harsal is with Kratala. Once you guys left, they made their way back to the headquarters building and started contingency plans on getting everything wrapped up, since it seemed that we weren't long for the retreat. So they are probably getting all of her data and supplies and stuff ready to go regardless of where we go.
Okay, I'm gonna head there.
Okay.
I'm going to droid repair, but go ahead and solve Harsel first. Whatever.
I'm on the case.
I'll just let you know that
tonight, apparently.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Jenkins headed to droid repair. You will find the lady, like, she's not just hanging out. She's very clearly trying to scrap together. She's prioritizing battle droids at this point. She doesn't really care about the R2s and stuff like that. Like, she's trying to get more functioning battle droids. And she's very busy and, like, running around hectic. But you can totally find her. She is in there. So there you go. Figure out what you're going to do. And then, Tally, you're heading to the Central Command Building. You will find Harsal and Kurtala in the labs, like I said, basically backing up hard drives and stuff like that. What is everyone else doing? Are you staying with the ships? Are you coming in the retreat? Are you looking for anything particular in the retreat?
I feel like one of us should stay with the ship. If one of them got away.
I agree. The one who does not steal ships for a living should stay with the ship.
I mean,
probably should.
I would really like to stay with the ship that I stole.
Some health packs. Maybe you could grab them and come right back to the ships.
Hun, were you doing anything in particular?
I don't know. I don't know what I need.
I could probably use your help if you don't want to do anything else. Just in case
Sure.
charm doesn't work, then intimidation might work.
I don't know if I could intimidate Harsal, but I can hang out with.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's true. I am the muscle of the group.
We'll do sugar and stick. Good cop, bad cop.
Sugar and stick.
Vinegar and honey.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining a, like, rap duo between Zamira and Tali called Sugar and Stick.
Oh my.
It's on all the best holotapes.
Yeah,
Good.
let's do it.
We need another montage, right?
Yeah, everyone needs a montage. Let's do montage for the sake of time. We kind of started late tonight, and the stuff that we're going to get into later is a little into the rules we don't always muck with. So I'm going to fast forward and say that Ovaltine, like I said, the lady's there, and if you ask her for droid repair kits and stuff like that, she will provide them to you. Is there anything else?
Oh, I'm not asking for them. I'm telling her to fix the damn droid.
Okay, I didn't know if you were wanting the supplies and you do the repairs, or if you're.
No, I'm being very
to.
forceful.
Right. I was trying to clarify.
Like awkwardly so, because she was being nice and everything, and I'm just like over the top dick straight away. Like, let me see your manager haircut and everything.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you were asking for the supplies so that you could fix your friend, or whether you were telling her to fix your friend.
She better fix him this damn minute.
You can tell he is the stick.
Sugar Sam and Stick. Is there a space between your V and your A? What's going on with your name tag on your actual character? Sorry, I'm sitting here staring at it.
Who are we talking to right now?
Like, look at Ovaltine's token.
It shouldn't be a space. It looks normal to me.
Looks normal to me.
Roll 20, you so crazy. There's definitely a space. Check the stream, it's there. Okay, sure. I will make
it is. That's weird.
Yeah.
Let me fire up Twitch. So
I will make a mechanics check for her, and we're going to flip on over to Tali. You, like I said, you come running in, and Harsal and Kurtala are in the labs, and they are just like wrecking hard drives and sensors and any like hand-sized and portable-sized electronics into several like military-grade duffel bags.
Okay. I burst through the doors. I've got dirt on my face because we've been fighting in the woods. And I yell out, guys, it's time to go. I know we talked about this before and you had very strong feelings. We just killed some Imperials. One got away. We need to get out of here now because they're going to be bringing backup.
Kratala keeps working. Harsal is going to like stop and come so that y'all aren't like shouting down the hallway at each other. But he's gonna come over and talk to you. No, I'm just saying like
Way to
they're
be awkward about it, Tali.
well.
Guys,
Remember, there's
we gotta
multiple.
go.
There's multiple labs and stuff in here, so like
Yeah,
Kratala
totally.
continues working in multiple other rooms, but Harsal stops so that you're not like following them through multiple labs,
Okay.
basically. So while you're talking to Harsal, Kratala is just like raking shit off shelves in the other laboratories, and you see her having a conversation with the surgery droid that worked on Ovaltine. Like she's like getting him ready to go and just packing stuff up. Harsal's going to talk to you and say, yeah, I've come to the realization that that's our only option right now. Unfortunately, I'm guessing that we can't get everyone on ships, so I'm trying to figure out how to break that news to everyone, and it's not the kind of choice that I want to be forced to make. But we just don't have the ships to get everyone off the planet, so we need to figure out whether it's safest to leave them here because this area is defensible, or whether we think they should make a new camp or what. And I'm just this is the worst possible way that all this stuff could have gone. And
you've had a stressful day. That's true. I'll give you that. How about we work on getting Kratala and what she needs to our ships. We have 2 ships. We can probably take about 15 people. Have them draw straws, and then we recommend that the rest of the people that can't come with us disperse into the forest to try to hide, and we'll do our best to come back for them at a later date.
Well, I'm hoping that if Kratala and I go with you, that should definitely draw the Empire's eye more so than just the survivors. I'm not trying to purport that I'm more important than they are or anything, but I'm hoping if the Empire is keeping an eye on us, you said one got away. If they see your ships leaving the planet, maybe they'll think that that we escaped, and if I was a betting man, I'd say that myself and her would be the first ones on the first ships out. So maybe they'll come after us, and we won't have to worry too much here.
Well, we're about to have a space fight then. I guess we should probably get going. Hey, Kratala, let's go.
Harsal's going to go scoop up several of the duffel bags that are like already packed. And
I've got backup. It's all good.
And he's going to start dragging out duffel bags while she continues to pack stuff up. And the medical droid is going to come out with y'all. And it's not exactly designed for carrying stuff, but it's like folded some of its arms over in its best effort to like be as strong as possible, because the bags are kind of heavy, full of metal equipment and stuff. Sure. And Harsal is like, put 1 or 2 duffel bags on this awkward medical droid, and it's coming with you.
Is it like complaining about how this is not part of its programming?
The droid has actually not said anything this whole time.
I'm just kidding.
But
okay, cool.
Yes.
All right, let's get out of here.
I have a mechanics check for you, Steven. Sam regains hit points, as we talked about on Discord, whatever the long rest rules are. I think it's 2.
Right.
The pieces, the big chunks that were blasted off of him, like whether it was an arm or leg, I don't remember, but whatever the big piece that was blasted off has been hooked back up, and Sam gains whatever the repair kit's hit points are, as well as a long rest.
It'd be nice if he was here so we'd know if he was conscious.
I'm trying to open his sheet. He is at 14 of 13. So.
Oh, so yeah, he's definitely back.
Okay, so yeah, you can boot Sam up without him being here. I don't know whether you want to just like get him back to the ship or what, but.
Yeah, I'll walk with him back to our ships, assuming that the rest of the retreat is retreating.
I'll come over the comms now. All right, so we're getting Kratala and Harsal back to the ship. How are you doing there, Ovaltine?
I am Sam's hero yet again.
Oh, good. He's doing all right.
He's never been better. He's professing how much he loves me right now.
Good. On your way back, try to grab some med packs for us.
Will do. And I turn back to the droid repair lady. Give me some med packs.
She will politely inform you that she fixes droids, not people.
Did I ask what you fixed?
I'm just saying I can't give you what I don't have.
Well, where are they then? Let me talk to your manager right now.
I would probably guess back in the surgery center where Kratala works on the animals and on anyone that's wounded when they go into the jungle, near the medical droid or in the other laboratories.
And that is that way, and I point completely the wrong direction.
She doesn't say anything, but she just points at the medical building, the one you got fixed the first time you were here.
Ovaltine, I come over the comm again.
What's up?
You managed to leave on your comm link, and I heard that whole thing. You were very rude to that lady.
Oh, was I holding down the button again?
Yeah,
I forget about that sometimes.
On your way out, you should probably tell her that if she wants to get off the planet, she should come with us. And she could probably be helpful.
Oh, hey, lady, if you want to live, I'm your best chance. So why don't you show me where the med packs are, and then we'll go live.
Together.
That's not
forever.
threatening or anything.
Come with me if you want to live. Okay. Runa will start gathering up a few of her very minor personal effects. She didn't have much in the shop, but she will start getting ready to go. Not that she hadn't already, but she was very clearly trying to get more defensible battle droids. More battle droids for the expected fight to come. So she will spend a few minutes, and she tells you she'll catch up.
All right, I like you and everything, but if you're not there, we're leaving without you.
Well,
And then I start tugging Sam along before she even... She can keep talking, I don't care, I'm just leaving.
Well, as you leave, when you ignore what she says, she tells you that you'll probably be slowed down with the damaged droid, and you got to go get med packs. She'll head straight for the gate and meet you there. Sam hears it, even if you don't, asshole.
I'm holding Sam's hand as we go, and he looks down at me and says, "Thank you for saving my life."
Oh, poor Cap. Doesn't realize what's happening to his character. Can I see them from across the yard-ish? Like
When you come
across
out, yeah, the
campus?
building, the headquarter building, if we want to go back to
Does
the
it
map.
look like they're struggling? Can I tell that like the damaged droid is holding them back? Because I can run over and try to help them.
Nah, it's
Okay, all right.
it's for
I'll just work on
flavor.
getting
Sam flavor-wise
gotcha.
is seen
Yeah.
better days. Mechanically, Sam
Gotcha.
is fully functioning. Like, you know how healing in RPGs go. Broke a
Yeah.
leg? Cool.
Yeah.
Short rest, healing
Yeah.
potion. He's fine, guys.
In fact, his heart grew 3 sizes today.
Well, he wants to be
Yes.
more human. Okay, anyway, all right. I'm grabbing Captain Harsal and Kratala, headed back to the ship, and if I see people along the way that look very useful, like they're strong, able-bodied, they have weapons, I'll try
Those
to
are
grab
the ones
them.
we picked to come with.
Yeah, I'll grab them along the way.
Captain.
Tell them that we're leaving
This is
soon.
Gonna be like when we're picking teams at recess. We're gonna have them all line up, and we're just
Yeah.
gonna take turns. You,
No,
you.
Okay.
All the black kids get chosen first.
stop.
Wow.
Oh no.
No, I don't even have. Yeah.
That's
what I
always
was-
sunny too. Come on, that's not.
It is always
Oh.
sunny, but you have to stop using those because they don't understand. They don't watch that show.
So just to understand the plan, you take all of these strong, able-bodied, armed people who could defend themselves in the jungle, and they get first dibs on the ship out of here.
I knew someone was going to say that, but
That's what I
Leaving-
was thinking. I wasn't gonna say anything because I wanted
knew
them
someone
with
was
me
going to bring
too.
it up. Yeah.
Leaving like the laboratory nerds and the other ones to fend for themselves in the jungle. Got it.
Okay.
We'll be
well,
back,
If
wink.
someone says they want to stay, clearly they can stay. I guess I can let Captain make some of that decision, Harsal, but if he doesn't want to, somebody's got to.
Well, for the sake of things, we're just going to speed past this and say you got somebody count seats here, and let me know when I run out of seats. I forget how many y'all had. 15?
I think we mentioned 15.
I think
in
it was
the
7 in
Discord,
one and 8 in the other, for the ships. And Sam's not a droid, so he doesn't count, which means there's 2 of you in each ship. So you got room for 5 on one ship and 6 on the other. So 11 seats. So we got Harsal, Kratala, Runa, the droid lady. Forget his name, but the garage, the speeder bike repair guy.
Okay.
He was in a Quailish. I just don't remember his name right now. You have, there are 4 like of Kratala's staff, like scientists kind of. There is the 2 biggest, beefiest dudes that were on the guard towers at the gate. There is the lady from the medical shack. And then that's the most like named NPCs I'm seeing, and everyone else is just understood numbers. How many was that? Nobody counted.
Okay, I was counting, but then I lost. I was starting to think about other logistics. I lost track at like 5.
I spent that time looking through the chat log to make sure it was 15.
Oh,
and it
shit.
is.
Okay, yeah, so it was...
So you had 11 seats. You have 4 doctors, which brings you down to
4.
7. You have droid repair lady and garage man, which brings you down to 5. And
I
then
didn't like the droid repair lady that much,
2
so she
guards.
doesn't make it.
No, we wanted
She was
to
very rude.
No, she wasn't. 2. Okay,
And she doesn't
2
even have
the
med
guard
packs.
guys.
2 guard
Which
guys.
leaves 3.
So that's 3 seats, and then 3 generic survivors.
Sounds good. Perfect.
And we got to make sure that we split up Harsel and Kratala in case one ship goes down, one of them makes it back.
Oh, interesting.
Are they gonna want to do that?
Did not think about that.
Did I ask if they wanted to do that?
Yeah, we should.
By the
do
way,
that.
Harsel is going on Kodo's ship because I don't like him.
Wait, do you not like me or do you not like Harsel?
I don't like Harsel, but I guess I'm sticking you with Harsel, so I guess that means I don't like you either.
I'm okay with that.
Are y'all trying to take any of the battle droids, or are you going to leave the battle droids here to help the survivors who stay behind?
We'll leave them.
Yeah.
You want to take them?
Does anyone think they would be helpful? Not really in a space fight, unless they can help repair stuff, but I don't
They
think
were
can.
useless in the last fight.
Yeah,
Couldn't
let's
we
get rid
just
of
like tie them to the outside of the ship and have them fire?
We'll
I
leave
don't
them to
know if
protect
going through the
people that are left.
atmosphere works that way.
Only one way to find out.
I mean, we could keep them inside, and then when we get out of the atmosphere, then we just like tie ropes to them and kind of dangle them behind the ship, and they just fire.
Just married.
Well, we just like tie them
Exactly what I
all
was gonna say.
to a single rope, and we let them out,
Oh my gosh.
and then we put the ship in reverse, and they'll like hook back around to the front, and then we just have them like draped along the whole ship.
Yeah, I've totally done that before. That'll work. Okay, moving on.
It's just science, guys. Okay. Decide who's on what ship.
I think same as before, and then we'll split, like Steven was saying, we'll split up Harsel and
Okay.
Kratala.
Is
Oh, do we
Harsel
still
on the
have-
ship with you guys, or?
We'll take Kratala. Why not? It's like you said.
And yes, you still have IT3, but he's a droid, so
Yeah.
I wasn't counting him against life support.
We can go with
I don't
Harsel
know
too.
how the game figures that, but IT3
Sure.
is definitely going with Harsel,
Cool. All right.
Good.
which means that
And then
Kodo and
I'm-
Zamira get to deal with him.
I'm
Oh,
fine with
fun.
Splitting up. What is it? 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. So we can do 5 and 5, right?
You'll have 3 living, breathing people on each ship right now, and so it's 5
The
on
Minot
one
holds
ship.
7. Night Flyer holds 8.
Yeah, so you can get 4 more people on the Minoc and 5 more on the Night Flyer. Katrala's staff are gonna want to go with her.
Okay.
She will like allow 1 or 2 of the medical guys to go on to the Night Flyer if y'all want, but the cybernetics people are gonna stay with Katala. So let's say we're gonna use battle droids. You got 3 staff with Katala, so that brings you to 4, 5, 6. So 1 more generic survivor on the Minoc and everyone else on the Night Flyer. So
Those
Sounds
droids
good.
look like they're face palming.
Sure.
It does.
As
They do look
we're
like that.
loading up, I'm gonna stealthily tug on Zamir's pant leg and whisper, if Harsel has an unfortunate accident, I won't blame you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We'll keep in touch over the comms. Best of luck. Off we go. Oh, and we're going to the predetermined.
Raxus
Oh,
Prime
sure.
was the planet
Yeah.
you were supposed to meet Riom
And maybe
on.
we'll do, yeah, maybe we'll do like some evasion tactics to make sure we're not followed there. Might take a little bit longer, but
Okay. 2 things to consider. 1, IT3 has all of the information on how to get to the location to meet Riom, which was a place
Oh.
called Smuggler's Point or Scrap Heap Point, I think. Let me go look. Yep, you're looking for a place called Scrap Heap Point, and if you spend a few minutes, IT3 can get that information to Sam or to the computer on the other ship or whatever, so that both parties have it.
all right. Sounds good.
If the players want to go straight to Raxus Prime, it's an astrogation check, and travel is about 36 hours with a Class 1 hyperdrive.
Okay.
If you're wanting to be a little more evasive, we're going to put some time on to the end of that, and I don't remember which class each ship has.
Minoc has a 2, I believe.
2. Yeah,
But
it's a 2.
yeah, I was going to say Minoc has a 2. I don't remember what Night Flyer has.
Let's look
And
it up.
what's the rules on that? Class 2 just goes twice as slow.
We never found the rules, actually.
Ooh. we really
I
didn't.
may have been reading that in my prep for this session.
Yeah, I remember the first time we winged it, and we never actually, or at
Yeah,
least
I
I
think
never
I just-
actually found the rules.
I think I just added a day for the first time because I didn't know, but I will look up
Sure.
that now.
And also remember, guys, once we get there, we're supposed to keep a low profile. So if you can, try to. Maybe we'll hide Harsal and Kratala someplace so we can set up a meeting with Rowan first.
You got it, dude. And I
Mhm.
gently pat my bag full of grenades. It's almost time.
Are you talking to the grenades
What? Huh?
when you say that?
I didn't say anything.
I'm really interested in this rule now, but
Since we have time, I'm also grabbing a Sharpie and naming each grenade.
okay.
How many do you have now?
11.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
amazing. Why do you think I was giving you guys some?
Yeah, I wondered
Once
why
I
you
hit
were
double
willing-
digits, I get gracious.
Yeah, I wondered why you were giving them away to us, actually. So that's very interesting. Good to know.
The drivers of each ship is going to need to make an astrogation check to jump to Raxus Prime. Hang on. It was a hard check. However, since you're wanting to do just a little bit of evasiveness, I'm going to upgrade one of those purples, making it a red, and 2 purples for your jump from Cholgana to Raxus Prime.
Okay. I'm gonna.
The DM dice pool is empty, so y'all do what you need to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a light point to give myself a boost on that check. That's how that
Okay.
works, right? hope.
You don't give yourself a boost, it
I
upgrades a
take
die.
away. Or
One of your greens would become a yellow.
okay.
But there should be like a button on your sheet that does that. I just don't remember if that was one of the things that never seemed to work.
It's never actually seemed to work for us for some reason. Like there is a use light side button, but it doesn't actually upgrade. And like the upgrade icons on the dice pool, I've never actually had them work for me for some reason.
Ah.
Did that include the upgrade for you, Leah?
I upgraded it manually, and then I'm putting it back down to manually.
Gotcha. Nice.
To give myself 2 yellows. Well, not very nice, because I got 2 failures.
Oh.
I didn't
all
think my astrogation's not great. My actual like piloting is good, but yeah.
You're more of a stick jockey than like the
Plus,
whole calculation thing.
That was really hard. I thought it would just be 2 purples.
I think it's because of the nebula.
There's multiple factors at play. The nebula, flying to a planet you haven't been to, and then you'll see on the other end why I needed that roll. But I do need one from the other ship pilot too.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, I could pilot the ship, but I don't know how.
2 purples,
I
red,
like the confidence,
astrogation. Wow, that's not good.
I mean, how hard could it really
Why is
be?
my
You
astrogation
just,
so bad? I know
push
why.
buttons, right?
Yeah. You move the lever up and down.
Okay, guys, y'all are
we are
doing
lost.
the things.
Yeah, astrogation's hard. I don't know. I mean,
well, again, that's why you normally have like a computer or a droid or like a third seat back there, because your pilots.
Well, Sam sucks at astrogation.
He does. Okay, I was gonna say, can he help us out or not? But
I mean, he's got 1 yellow, 3 green, so I guess if he had upgraded, he would have been better than you. But...
Oh, suck it!
Wow.
I told you, you just push buttons.
Oh, that's great. That is really great. It's all about confidence. Have we sent a message to Cap letting him know that he is conscious?
I pinged him on
wants
Discord.
To play? Okay, don't worry about that. Never mind. Just curious. All right. Well, I wish Samira was on my ship. That's what we get.
Well, if Sam's awake, can't someone just roll for him?
I guess he's really bad at astrogation anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I am too.
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, are we allowed to just keep rolling till we get it, or would we not know that we actually did it wrong?
Oh, that's true. Good point.
Yeah, so I was basing it off of whoever was making the checks. So I just wanted a check for each ship. Doesn't necessarily have to be the person flying the ship, but somebody needs to program the jump computer. So I'm going to take that into effect. But it's one of those things where we are on page 75. It says, if they're going straight to the place, make them roll the blank. And then it has another paragraph that's not relevant, another paragraph that's not relevant. The next page is 4 paragraphs about the planet of Raxus Prime, the major cities, the central stations, the junkyard, the toxic pools, what languages they speak, all kinds of useless fucking information. The next page is like, oh, if they rolled their check, use threats for this, advantages for this, and stuff like that. So it was just like, okay, nothing. Okay, here's the part that tells me what to do with the roll that it asked for 2 pages ago.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so nobody rolled threats. That's good. Nobody rolled despairs. Also good.
Yeah.
It is going to take you longer than needed because we were looking at 36 hours on a class 1. I'm going to just say time and a half for class 2 since we're not looking up the rules right now and we are just winging it. And
during
then
this time, I'm flying, and then everybody from the planet is being very loud, and it's distracting me, and that's why I'm doing such a poor job.
I will turn this
I
ship
will
around
turn this,
and we will...
yeah, that's what I was gonna. I'll turn this thing around and take you right back to Chulgana. I swear I will. Don't push me.
All right.
I was actually using the cutting torch to try and put some ear holes in my scout trooper helmet. So when she yells at me, I just kind of look up and then turn it off.
Okay. But it takes you much longer. Instead of the 36 hours that it would have taken a normal class 1 ship, we're looking more at like 72 to 80 hours before y'all come out of hyperspace.
Well rested.
Yeah, well rested. So take your multiple days of rests, guys. Hey,
that's 3 or 4 days.
Shiny in chat confirms that it is in fact twice as long for class 2. So it would have been 72 hours by default.
Cool.
Due to your difficulties, we were looking more like 80, 85 hours. So do your long rests. Are you guys trying to coordinate between the ships?
3.5 days, babe.
Come out of hyperspace at the same time, or you want one ship to jump out and then the other one later, or like y'all tell me what's the plan?
Yeah, what do you think, Kodo? You have IT3, so well, I guess we both would have directions to get there, so it doesn't matter who goes first.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so
Do you have a preference?
I mean, not particularly.
Okay.
I'll follow you guys.
All right.
IT3 will have told you like the process, like I said. You all are aware, if you weren't before the adventure or based on your character, the dealings with Isotech, you know that Rexus Prime is an imperial controlled planet, and so there are like docking stations and stuff in low orbit, and they monitor traffic coming and going. Hence here's the process to get where you need to meet me without getting seen by the Imperials. So
Phew.
Imperials are a thing.
We have to navigate all the junk heaps, right? And that.
Yeah, but also you need
Got
to
it.
get to the planet's surface without pissing off the Imperials.
Right.
Because it's an Imperial junkyard, and not only do they not want people coming and dumping off shit that they didn't authorize, they are more concerned with people coming to try and scavenge and steal shit. She's asking about wounds and soak. All of the soak goes away, right? And then 2 wounds?
The strain and then
Or soak,
1 wound. I think it's 1 wound per day. isn't it?
Soak is just armor.
Yeah, I
She's
said
talking
soak
about
because
strain.
she wrote soak.
Oh, right,
I meant strain.
All strain should go away after resting.
Yep.
So everyone
one-
0 out your strains, and then it's 2 wounds a day? Or is it 1?
I thought it was 1, but I could be.
Is it
incorrect.
1? I thought it was 2.
Ah, sorry, messing it up. It's 2. Move on.
No, it could be 1.
Let me look at the. I'm very slow at looking at this, but I'll try to find it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you your information based on those rolls, though.
Okay.
So you do come out of hyperspace, and even with your unsuccessfuls, like I said, we're just adding time. You don't come out of hyperdrive right on top of the Imperial platforms. So you arrive, and Raxus Prime is below you. It's a lovely green brown haze, almost like a Venus-y type gaseous cloud around this planet, toxic fumes, and you do note that there are multiple platforms as well as Imperial patrol craft and stuff in orbit around the planet, as well as other ships coming and going. At this point, you could try to like casually navigate like the other ships are trying to do, or you can just make a break for the planet.
Fly casual.
Fly casual for the Minoc. What's Night Flyer doing?
I mean, I'll follow their lead, I think. I don't want to do anything rash, like steal a ship.
Okay. So, like I said, it's not like there's not literally a line, but it's almost like an airport flying pattern where ships are clearly making contact with the platforms and then being directed where to go and what to do. So it's only a matter of time before one of the control towers calls one of the ships. Roll a D2. 1 goes to Minoc, 2 goes to Night Flyer. And chat is saying it is 1 wound per day on a long rest.
1 wound, okay.
So adjust accordingly. I'm sorry. Man, we suck at this system. Also, we haven't
How many
played
days
for a
was
month.
it?
Hey, I got it right. Speak for yourself.
How many days was it?
Tally was correct. It was 3 days,
3
which
and a
means you
half.
just need to add 3 back. So the Minoc is going to be contacted first, and the control tower is going to ask for your destination, your length of stay, the type of scrap or trash that you're dropping off, and we need a request for the transmission of proper permits.
Okay. I knew that was going to happen. So,
A
because
minor gas leak. We're all
I'm-
fine here. How are you?
How are you?
You may make a hard deception check.
Well, I mean, the fact of the matter is that I'm a smuggler, so I would be like, I would at least be willing to know some of the kind of like jargon that comes with it when you're trying to get onto a planet
Sure.
with stuff.
Do you want to like
Ish.
try and talk your way out of giving the permit? Do you want to?
Oh, we
Do you
needed
want to?
that.
Do you want to like give fake numbers? Like what's? I don't want to like lead you to an answer. I'm trying to
You're
figure out
fine.
what Tali
So-
would do.
Well, what the messages that IT3 sent to us on how to get there, did he not give us like any information once we got into like the atmosphere of the planet?
Well, his instructions were more about once you're on the planet, you need to go this route through the junkyard and stuff to get to Scrap Heap Point. And the fact that there were Imperials guarding the planet and that it would be an effort to get to the planet. He did not provide fake documentation and stuff, but that was totally something y'all could have done on the wheel.
This droid is
Okay,
useless.
I got a plan. It's okay, guys. All right, so I think I might attempt to charm them. Like, all right. Oh, I thought I had that permit around here somewhere. Let me look for it. In the meantime, I've been here a couple of times. How's the weather down there today? Striking up small talk. Is Bob there? He's usually there. I've talked to him a couple of times.
Yes.
Do you want to make a hard charm or deception check? 3 purple. Feel free to spend points as you see appropriate. Well, that is definitely a
That's
thing
not
that you
ter-
rolled.
I got some triumph. Okay, all right, that's a success.
Woo!
And
Okay.
I'll use a triumph to. Can I use a triumph to also get the other ship in? Like I am coming in with 2 ships.
Sure. Especially considering that you got 2 triumphs, we'll
Mhm.
let you say that your success on bullshitting, also, hey, we're together, we're doing the stuff like that. So let me read this little paragraph here. Relay the information to the other ship that you're bullshitting and you need them to follow with.
Yes, I am relaying that information. I'm chatting with the guys down on the ground, and they love me.
Okay.
How is Bob doing? Oh, he's great. He just had a kid.
Yes.
Wait, out a baby eats a boy.
I haven't seen that commercial in so long. All right, though. So
Cool.
you use your triumphs to say, hey, you know, we're together, and you bullshit, and you ask about Bob, and, you know, he's not sure about a Bob, but he thinks that you're talking about Rob, so he tells you how Rob's been doing, and, you know, you get the feeling halfway through the conversation that he's definitely not saying Bob, but you're just kind of like, yeah, sure. But it gets to the end of the conversation, and he goes, but okay, I definitely am going to need to put your permit numbers here in the system, so go ahead and send those over when you got them. In the meantime, just hold tight in your pattern.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. I'll get those numbers to you in just a couple of minutes.
Looking forward to it. And then the comm connection will break off, and it's clear that he is now talking to one of the other ships, and you see one of the other ships engines light up and start heading in whatever path he has directed them. Like he goes back to his job, basically. Waiting on you to send the proper permit requirements.
Nice work, Tally.
Okay, so we're already flying into the planet. Like
you're not in
we're
atmosphere.
Through, but...
You're like there.
There's
and
no
at
way
this point, you have two choices.
Okay.
Go away and don't go to Rexus Prime. Well,
or
we'll go with three choices. The three choices are, among your choices are.
Yep.
Sorry, Spanish Inquisition. No, we just watched the Spanish Inquisition episodes of Monty Python, so it's like, our one weapon is surprise. Well, that and our two weapons are, among the weapons of the Spanish Inquisition is running away from Raxus Prime, never to be, you know, whatever. Two,
I like that option.
Docking at the platform or having a patrol craft dock with you, board your ship and verify that you have the stuff that you say you're bringing to the planet, even though you don't have the permits to prove it. And three, fucking step on it, Chewie. We're heading to the planet.
I think number 2 is our best bet.
Yeah, I think.
And then we can kill them all.
No, okay. So I think we could probably land. And I'll keep them distracted. We should probably use a couple of like junky droids in the back or something as like the junk that we're dropping off. Keep them distracted long enough to...
Oh, I'll blow them up so they look like trash. Then I start rummaging for a grenade.
Yeah, maybe hold that thought till we're on the ground. But also, I need you to help me pull one of those tricks that we used to do on Ord Mantell, where you help me get a permit number. So how can we like hack in or something to get that?
Oh, the sunny side up?
That's the one.
All right, so I start rummaging for a grenade.
Wait, maybe that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I like stop.
You have to be very specific with this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm like basically brainstorming on a way to come up with a permit number that they'll accept.
Okay.
In the meantime, while you're whatever.
Sure. You're not going to be able to like remotely hack into any systems from like sitting here floating in your ship. Would have been something that, again, back in chapter 1, there was a possibility if you started asking these kind of questions. But
how
here,
are we gonna know we need that?
Well, like, I kept prodding y'all for like, do you do research on Cholgana? Do you look up stuff about Raxus Prime? Like, I didn't want to like hand you the answers, but thanks for hanging out, Ian. Have a great night. Sorry, stream's going nuts. So you can make a break for the planet. If you get boarded out here in orbit. Like either a patrol ship comes up to you and docks and comes in the airlock, or you connect to one of the Imperial platforms. You don't go land and then they meet you and come check out your ship. Right? Because they don't want you to get past the defenses and then just punch it and then have to chase you. So it's very much a military base gate where you either provide your ID here or you pull over to the visitor center and you do stuff, but they don't let you on base and go, okay, we'll catch up and check with you in a minute, because the moment you're through the gate, you can then just punch it, Chewie. So if you get boarded here in outer space with known wanted Imperial criminals,
Fugitives.
yeah, fugitives, like, keep that in mind. You have,
All right, over our
and
secure
with your
comlink.
with your split, you have one on each ship, so it's not like they get on one ship and they're like, oh, a bunch of random survivors. You have a Harsal on one and a Kurtala on the other, so
Right.
keep that in mind.
Over our secure comlink, so no one else is overhearing, hopefully. I'll ask Kodo and Zamira to maybe talk to IT3 about possibilities, if he has any ideas, since he was the one that was told to get us onto the planet, basically.
Oh yeah, what does IT3 have to say?
IT3, as a matter of fact, points out that he was pretty sure that y'all were trained, seasoned pilots who would be capable of outrunning a couple of Imperial patrol craft.
We really oversold
clearly
ourselves
that
on the
was wrong.
pamphlet.
Man.
Whose marketing idea was that?
I may have oversold us a little bit, okay? I went a little crazy with the fonts. You know, I did a lot of
Lying on the resume.
There was like a fold-out section and everything. It had
I
the
used
like
the glossy paper. Okay.
Perfumed.
All right, well
there's
then
still glitter in the lobby of Isotech.
I'll like pat one of the sides of the ship and just be like, okay, well, she'll have to get us there, I guess. Let's just try to get in. I don't know what else we can do.
Okay.
I mean, as a smuggler, I feel like I would know at least a couple of maneuvers or something, but as Aaliyah, I don't actually know.
Okay, and that's what I'm about to go over. So.
Oh, you know what though? We could probably put Kurtala and maybe if other people are recognizable in like a hatch, like a
in your smuggler's
hatch.
coat.
Yes. Well, no, not in the coat, but in the hatch. There's got to be a hatch.
The floorboards.
Yeah.
Every episode of everything, and you just hide under the floorboards, right? They did it in Firefly. They did it in Star Wars. It's good enough for us.
There is one problem with that though, is that I never fixed the toilet. So we've been putting the refuse under the floorboards.
Come on.
Oh no.
Ain't that some shit?
Okay, there's plenty of other places that isn't covered.
Like
I mean, we can still put them in there.
No.
They just won't like it.
No, we're not doing that. We're gonna put them where there's no shit. Can't believe I have to say that.
He's your husband. I just invited him to the game because I wanted to hang out with you.
Now we know better for next time.
All
so,
right, guys.
do you submit to Imperial boarding or do you head to the planet's surface?
I think we're going to try to head to the planet's surface if we can.
Right.
We should still hide them just in case.
It's such a huge bummer because I used that awesome charm roll and then nothing, like we can't even get anything out of it really.
I'm going to give you stuff for it. I wanted to get a vibe for what you're doing because I've said several things this episode that like make me feel like I'm trying to spoon feed you an answer, and I don't want to do that. But you missed Smuggler, Tally, Zamira probably has some experience in this kind of stuff. I don't know if y'all have been to Raxus Prime specifically, but given it's not necessarily a map so much as it is a series of instructions on how to get to this place. You know that you could punch it, get past these guys before they were like aware that you were going to try some shit. Get down into the surface. It's, you know, the atmosphere is super foggy and cloudy and dense poisonous gas in places and stuff like that. So like the orbital platforms can't keep a steady eye on you, and it would just be a matter of outrunning whatever TIE fighters or patrol craft they send at you. So you would need to jump down into like the junk canyons, weave through stuff, and outrun them until you get to a point where you can park under an overhang or disappear into some junk piles, or there's underground. You know, both from Isotech and from Life as a Smuggler, that people get on the Raxus Prime all the fucking time, and they do it through lying, cheating, stealing, and hiding.
Oh, okay.
Just like Vader's Canyon back home.
That's how Riom got here, is you know, he either lied his way through with credentials or he gunned it, got down into the canyons and disappeared. Because this is not, you know, like, this is not a compound where they can search and find you eventually. We're talking a planet that's larger than Earth, and all you have to do is, you know, drop down into the middle of nowhere, Brazil, and run for long enough, and they're not going to spend too much time trying to keep you from stealing scrap.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Let's do that, and I'll like start to put static over my comm link, so like if they try to contact me again, they just think it's static, because I don't want them to hate me.
Okay.
I've made a
It's all
bond
about
with
that
them.
reputation.
Made a bond.
Do
Good
the
thing-
ships go the same direction, or do you split up?
Well, now that we're getting down towards the planet, we're going to follow the route that IT3 says, right? This is where we have to be more careful, because it's like, otherwise we'll just get lost.
I mean, you know the location, so
We can split up
Okay,
and get to
then
the
let's
same
split.
location,
Yeah,
different
you don't-
directions.
the instructions are
split.
not necessarily like drive to the old oak tree and turn left
And
and
turn left, yeah,
right,
that's okay,
like,
that's fine.
you have a
Is the
location.
planet round or flat?
I
What?
hate you.
If
Oh,
it's
no.
flat, then we won't be able to like go
Wow.
around it.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, so is that a piloting check, or is that just like... we can follow the...
Is what a piloting check? The Flat Earth
Getting
Society over there?
Oh,
or-
no. I guess
It's
we could
actually-
just be following the...
Sure. It's actually going to be a series of piloting checks, because the first thing that we're going to do is have y'all make piloting checks to see how far you make it before they notice that you're punching it. So both ships make a... make a hard piloting check, and again, it's not a pass-fail thing, like you can't fly there. It's just a matter of how far you get until you're very obviously noted to be, like, running for it.
Mm-hmm. Are any of the scientists like also like could be my co-pilot?
Anyone on the ship could perform a
Technically be-
co-pilot action, which would
Okay, just give me a
remember the
boost.
co-pilot action gives you, what was it? It makes your next check easier, I want to say. Let me scroll to that page in the book.
Mm-hmm. I thought it just gave me a boost die, but I could be wrong.
I think it actually makes your check easier, which is
Just
better.
let one less purple. Yeah, that is better.
There's a chart for this somewhere. Aha! Co-pilot. It's an average check from the co-pilot. The crew member serves as a vehicle's co-pilot, managing the systems and auxiliary equipment that allows the pilot to focus on flying or driving. On a successful check, each success downgrades the difficulty of the pilot's next check by 1. So even better than both of us
Oh,
were
that's
thinking.
nice.
So the person makes
Yeah,
the
that is
check,
better.
and every success that they get decreases the check you are making. So it is an average check for whoever's co-piloting on each ship. Does any
Okay.
of the player characters want to co-pilot, or do I need to go look at the co-piloting skills?
Can
of
I
a children?
co-pilot?
Can
Yes,
I
you can.
co-pilot myself?
I'm co-piloting.
No, you can't.
All right, so all the players will just do it.
Okay,
right, go for it,
Ovatine, make a piloting check. It is an average check.
Average is 2.
Average is 2.
Piloting space.
What?
Yeah.
Woo!
You see how
All
there's
about
no-
that agility.
Hey, calm down. You see how there's no purple dice in there?
Oh shit!
I did too.
Oh shit! I got so excited. I even put it down to 1 already. That's funny.
Okay, so still a success, but
I put 2 in the pool. That's weird.
I didn't do nothing on my end.
Woohoo!
Oh, you know what? I typed in the number. I probably didn't click out of it.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Get to every
Hooray
time.
for these sheets.
All right,
Okay,
so I got 2 successes.
So we got the
For the
Minoc,
cheeky.
2 successes and a couple of advantages. How's the Night Flyer doing? Co-piloting check first. Average 2 purples from whoever's co-piloting.
Oh,
Ooh,
and
can I
then-
throw a boost die over to Kodo? Does that work that way? Does I got advantages?
Sure. We'll say that since you're the first ship going, that attention would be drawn to you first,
Okay.
giving him, you know, a chance to. When you set off the alarm, the focus obviously darts to you, not the fact that there's a ship right behind you that goes, "Fuck it, go now."
Rob is pissed.
Yeah, classic Rob.
No.
Kodo, give me a. Oh, you. I guess she would technically.
He has a baby at home.
Zamira got 3 successes, which would lower it all the way down to nothing.
Yeah.
But
See,
we are.
I'm awesome.
Zamira, in a group with 2 people flying spaceships, has been the best astrogator / pilot in this episode.
Am I rolling then or
MVP.
no?
Yeah.
No, but let's go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break so I can refresh my water and stuff.
Okay.
Before we get into the next bit.
Right.
Yeah, 5-minute break.
All right.
Cool. BRB.
The DM is back. Is anyone else back?
I am.
Well, that's all we need.
Hello.
Apparently, I'm just here because I'm a package deal anyway.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's okay. That's why I'm here.
You mean that's why Seal's here?
Yeah.
Package deals for everybody. I'm tempted to make a joke about dealing with my package, but I'll leave it at that.
Oh my.
Is Rick back? Nope. Chat's saying that Bytor is just a comedic relief.
Thanks, Shiny.
I'll wait on anything important until Rick gets back, but I just wanted to let you know that the reason I was talking about non-combat checks is because I've actually been really excited to run this particular little bit of the game since I started reading the module, because I like non-combat encounters, even though there could be combat pieces of this. But it's going to be a whole bunch of skill checks as y'all go through what is called the Junkyard Juke.
Ooh.
Because y'all are going to be flying and trying to get out of sight of some patrol craft as you dip, duck, dive, dodge, and something through a junkyard. So I need explicit statements of where everyone is going to be in their ships, who is piloting, who is attempting to co-pilot, if anyone is in the gunnery seats, etc. Y'all are free to move about as this goes on, of course, but I want to know who's where so that time to run from the dorsal cannon to the engineering bay can be factored in, if it comes to that.
Tally, do you want
Go ahead.
Do you want me to be on the cannon or to be helping co-pilot?
What's your gunnery?
I mean, I got 4 agility, so I can do both. Mediocre wise.
Oh, okay, yeah, just do the gunnery, and I'll grab one of the randoms to help me.
Well, Sam
co-pilot.
can be co-pilot too.
Oh, cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, yeah, Sam should co-pilot probably.
Okay. And Ovaltine is on the gunner.
I forgot that I have a character in the Roll20 game called Someday, because I built a character in case Steven ran the next chapter. I amuse myself.
I thought Sam was running the next one.
No, Sam's in charge of maps.
Oh, right.
I don't spend enough time doing the character sheets. How do we get to skills? I need to go to character sheet. Skills. That's right. If you program them as an NPC, there's nothing there for the character sheet. Cool. Thanks, Roll20 sheet. Looking at the NPC sheet, there are no skill ranks noted for the survivors in any kind of piloting or gunnery or any of that stuff, so it'd go back to their core stats, and their agilities are 2s. So the survivors are okay gunners and could just jump on like ventral cannons. You would assume any threat would be coming from the top if they were chasing you, so you could have a good gunner on top and just we have a body, so why not have somebody in the seat gunner on your ventrals. But they're not going to be too much help in the cockpit.
Harsel might be able to help out Kodo a little bit.
I'm pulling up Harsel right now. I'm just saying, ye old generic survivor doesn't have anything in means of skill.
Okay.
Harsal doesn't have ranks in it, but his... Man, I hate this sheet. He has a 4 intelligence and a 2 agility. So his gunnery is 2. What's piloting based off of? Also agility?
Yes, that's agility.
Okay, so 2 all around for Harsal. And finally, Kratala. Kratala, you do not want helping in those regards.
All right.
Okay. So I know who the pilots are. Who was co-piloting? Was Sam co-piloting in the Minoc?
Yes. If I had another monitor, it'd be easier to see his character sheet.
Sure. I'm just gonna separate.
I threw it in the chat just for ease, just in case.
I'm
Ovi.
gonna move some tokens around so I can remember. I got Tali and Sam up front. Ovatine, you said you was in the gunnery?
Gunner seat.
And then I got Kodo piloting this one and Zamira in the gunnery.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of theater of the mind, guys. I'm sorry.
Can do.
Is Rick back?
That's kind of important.
He is. He's using every minute of them 5-minute breaks that I started 10 minutes ago.
Ricky Poo.
Ricky darling.
Rick got wrecked.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to start with the Minoc, and we will come to the Night Flyer once it has a pilot. Cool. So you make a dash for the surface, and you immediately start getting hailed back by the, well, not immediately, but like before you actually break atmosphere, start getting hailed by the platform again. And you said you static them, like bad reception, I'm in a tunnel, honey, kind of noise going back across, and you just dash for it. And it is about the time that you hit atmosphere and start descending into the planet that you see that in fact they have dispatched so roll a d6, somebody. Okay. Hey, that guy's back. The Minoc, you see that there are in fact 4 TIE fighters, two different sets of 2 heading towards you as you dive to the planet's surface. So you are going to make a beeline straight for the actual surface, right? And then try to weave in between junk and stuff like that.
Correct. Everybody hold on, we're in for a bumpy ride.
Okay. So what is going to happen is I have a series of obstacles for you that all of y'all rolled in Discord previously, if you remember. So I know the obstacles, and we're going to come up with them as time goes on. But the first thing that happens is we're going to do a set of piloting checks that determine how well you are able to get away from the TIE fighters and how well you are able to do that without flying into other shit, hitting any of the hazards of this junkyard, or just straight up crashing and dying. So there's a section in the book that I had mentioned in general chat, and it's like, what the fuck was it called? Something adverse terrain and phenomena, or I don't know. I don't remember. So what I'm going to need from y'all is piloting checks to see how you deal with each of these threats.
You want piloting checks from co-pilots too?
Well, remember the co-pilots affect the pilot's check.
Like
Right.
boosting us, basically, or assisting.
Right. They are downgrading the difficulty. So the target number for each of these things is based on the size and speed of your ship and stuff like that. But you are also going to be being pursued by TIE fighters. So there will be shooting that happens. And since we have yet to really do spaceship combat, we covered it just a little bit with that speeder bike fight. But remember, you have a target number, and the target speed and silhouette versus the shooter's number determines on the actual difficulty. So if the target is going 2 speed slower than the shooter, then it's an easy check. If the target is going like 4 speed faster than the shooter, it's a formidable check and it's 5 purple. So the speed that your ship is going to determine how easy it is for you to be shot and to shoot at the TIE fighters chasing you. However, speed is going to be a factor in how difficult the piloting checks that you make weaving through the junkyard is. Make sense?
Yep.
The slower you go, the easier the TIE fighters can shoot you, but the easier you will navigate the things. The faster you go, the better you'll be able to deal with the TIE fighters, the harder the junkyard is going to be.
I want to live dangerously. Let's go fast.
Okay. Each of you pilots need to check your ships and figure out what your speeds and silhouettes are and have those kind of like in the back of your mind as this goes on.
Okay.
I need to know whether your ships are kind of sticking to the same path and staying together-ish. For instance, the Minoc is diving first. Is the Night Flyer going to attempt to be behind it some ways? And, you know, dogfight tactics, the Night Flyer can shoot the TIE fighters that come for the Minoc? Or are y'all just saying, fuck it, split up, the 4 of them will have to split between the 2 ships?
I think we decided to split up.
Yeah,
We know the general
splitting
heading.
sounds good, and it makes
Maybe 2 and 2, hopefully.
more excitement.
Okay.
Fine. I need to look up the kind of ship that this is so I can get the stats. Silly me.
Since this is all built for 1 ship, but y'all have 2 ships, I'm going to add another wing of TIE fighters, and there's going to be 3 that chase after each ship. While Rick pulls up that...
3 more?
No. There's going to be 3... Like, there are 3 wings of TIE fighters, which means when they split, there's 3 TIE fighters chasing 1 ship and 3 chasing the other.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting I need 3 monitors as well because of all of the data required for this particular
That's what I'm saying.
endeavor. Stellar Phenomena or Terrain was the name of the chapter. For anyone who has the book, if you check page 240, what we're doing is we're making a piloting check, and the difficulty is equal to the starship's current speed or half of its silhouette rounded up, whichever is higher. Does that make sense?
Say it one more time. Speed.
You cut out towards the end there.
Sorry.
Silhouette, whichever's higher.
The difficulty of the piloting check that you will make for each of these stellar terrain or phenomena is going to be equal to your speed or half your silhouette rounded up, whichever is higher.
Okay.
So let's use the Minoc first as an example.
3.
Is that your silhouette or your speed?
Speed.
Okay, so your speed is currently 3. What is your silhouette?
4.
Okay, so your speed is 3 and half your silhouette is 2. So what we're going to do is the difficulty is going to base off of your speed since that is the higher number. So the difficulty of your piloting checks, as long as you're traveling at speed 3, is going to be 3 dice. However, the silhouette of your ship is now going to upgrade that check by that number. So have your silhouette rounded up is currently 2. So you will upgrade that check by 2, making your piloting checks at this current speed equal to 2 reds and a purple.
Ooh.
But that makes sense.
Why is it 2 reds and 1 purple instead of, because you're adding them, right? So would it be?
No. So the first number determines the difficulty. The second number determines the upgrades. So half of your silhouette was 2. So we upgraded your check twice. So 1 purple turned into a red, and then 1 purple turned into a red.
I got it now. Okay. Cool. I was thinking it'd be 3 purple, so I get it now. All right, cool.
If we slowed you down to speed 1, it is now a difference in your speed is 1 and your silhouette is 2. So the difficulty check becomes a 2, and then you upgrade it by the other number, which is a 1. So it would be a red and a purple. However, you would be going speed 1 while being pursued. So.
Right. Okay.
Rick, do you need me to go over the math example for your ship, or did you get that?
I mean, I got it. I'm just trying to find the stats. Oh, it's a YT 2400. That's what I was trying to find.
Yeah, is the ship stats not on the ship?
The character sheet is
correct.
Doesn't have silhouette or armor or speed. It has hull trauma, but that's it.
Well, I mean, it's been 4 weeks. I feel like somebody could have filled out the sheet by now.
It's my bad. I stole it, so.
I just did anyone fill out the? Each character has their own vehicle sheet, so like Kodo, you didn't fill it out on your sheet instead of the Night Flyer sheet or anything, right?
Right.
Okay.
I'm finding it. It's here.
I think it was.
Silhouette is 4, speed is 3.
Okay.
I was just trying to remember the the actual like model. And
yeah, it's a YT 2400.
Yeah, so your numbers are the same as mine for now.
But keep those in mind, because as you speed up or slow down, it's going to change all of the math.
Got it.
Okay, so some TIE fighters are chasing you. They're closing in, but you have time now. The first thing that's going to happen, who wants to go first? The Minoc or the Night Flyer?
I'll go first. That's fine.
Okay. You are going to beeline to the planet's surface, and you are going to jump down into this like canyon of junk, basically. And so the first challenge we're going to have you do is the canyon entry, which is, come on now, which is a fairly decent one. So you drop down into a canyon, and junk is going to rise up like 3-4 stories on both sides of the ship. And I'm going to need you to make a piloting check, but you need to add a setback die to that piloting check.
So Sam makes the co-pilot check first, right?
Yep.
Does he add a setback?
I get to remove a setback.
Sure.
And average check, what's the difficulty?
The co-piloting check does not factor in that adverse terrain and phenomena stuff. The co-piloting check is always an average check.
With a setback for this one.
Right.
Okay.
It doesn't.
I have the setback in there.
It doesn't necessarily say that, but
setback?
that's what I'm trying to figure out, because this section of the book doesn't bring up co-piloting checks at all.
Right.
But doesn't matter, the setback didn't factor in. So Tally, your check has 1 success added to it, which downgrades one of those reds to a purple, meaning at current speed, if you are doing speed 3, it was 1 red and 2 purples now, right?
Correct, yes. And it would have had a setback on it still, correct?
Right, but
No,
you're
like
special.
Okay. So I have skilled jockey as a passive talent, so I can remove a setback from piloting. And then I'll do Well,
Mm.
there's a triumph in there. Okay, so let's see here. Do I even get to use a triumph if I don't have a success?
Well, the triumph counts as a success, so you succeed in
Okay.
the check. So you
Cool.
succeed with threat, but also triumph. I'm
Yeah.
doing that thing where I have to read the challenge in one book, but then I have to flip to the other book to read because the Beyond the Rim book
Sure.
does not cover what successes and failures do. What covers that is the core book on the actual stellar phenomena and terrain bit. So, failing these checks does not mean the ship or vehicle crashes. Instead, it means the pilot has been unsuccessful in navigating through the situation. He drops his speed by 1. This is important. Y'all remember this. If you fail the check, you drop your speed by 1. And if you're trying to reach a specific location at medium range, for example, you would remain at medium range. If you were chasing another ship and you failed the check in this area, you would still stay at medium range. So that's going to come into play like when the TIE fighters are trying to follow y'all.
Okay. All right. If I can, I'll just use the triumph to make the next TIE fighters check more difficult.
Sure. Let me try to find what your threat does.
Okay. But since I did have a success, I don't have to go down 1 speed.
Right.
Currently. Okay,
So
got it.
I'm gonna read this to y'all. It's the answer, but just so that I'm juggling a lot of information so that y'all can help remember here.
Okay.
So this series of piloting checks, multiple successes line up your ship for the next maneuver that you do and grant you a boost on the next check. Each advantage grants a boost to like the gunner. Failure results in a minor collision. Despair results in a major collision. Threat results in giving the pursuing ship a boost on their next attack or piloting. And then anyone not strapped in on a minor collision has some super fun times that we're not going to go over just yet. But so succeed, your next check is easier. Advantage, the gunner can shoot good because you're flying in a way that the gunner can kind of predict. Threat gives the pursuing ships a boost. Failure, minor collision. Despair, major collision. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, you got 1 success, which is unfortunately not multiple successes, so you just do the thing. Rick, roll a d6 to find out your first hazard. You got a 2.
Do.
And
What was that for?
I'm just figuring out which of my list of prepared hazards he encounters because
Oh,
y'all
yeah,
said
yeah,
you
okay.
split up, so he does not go
Yep.
into the junk canyon that you are in. He's gonna
Yeah,
have
okay.
his own set of hardships.
Regretting that.
Yeah. The first thing that the Night Flyer is going to do is you do this sweet, cool barrel roll down to the surface or whatever, and you come in, and you're in your own kind of canyon, but it is not a sharp, steep canyon like the one that you saw the Minoc disappear into. But as you're sweeping around the curve and trying to lose line of sight, you can see the 3 TIE fighters are descending, and you think they're going to be here fairly quick. They're moving much faster than you are. You come around the curve, and there is just like a Utah National Park rock art across the top of this canyon of just junk. Bits and pieces and wires and stuff are dangling down from it, and there's just this huge arc across. And let me see if that comes with any special stuff. You suddenly fly under this low archway of precariously balanced junk and wrecked vehicles, and you are going to add 2 setback die to the piloting check against this. So what speed are you traveling at?
I can max 3, right?
Push
Right.
it to
Yes,
the
sir.
limit.
Yeah, you're 3 with a silhouette of 4.
3 it is.
Let's use the gray and blue circles on the ship tokens. Can y'all touch the ship tokens, or do I need to grant you?
I can.
Rick, can you click on the night flyer?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you can plug stuff into the radial menus so that we can keep track of your speed and silhouette for easy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So which one's which?
Let's do speed in gray and blue and silhouette.
Did I do it? No, I didn't.
You
Oh, I have to enter.
hit
My bad.
enter, yeah.
Everything else is just click outside the box.
Yeah, well, we're using technology. Okay, so your speed is 3, your silhouette is 4, so your math is currently the same as Tally's was, so it is 2 reds and a purple. Zamira, were you in a gunnery seat or were you co-piloting?
Is there anyone? Oh, someone needs to be gunner, so I'll do that.
Okay. Rick, you can have a generic minion or like Harsal trying to co-pilot with you. I'll do the roll. Fuck it.
I want to believe Harsol is cool enough to be like, hey, let's make this as good as we can.
Yeah. She's asking you important questions, though. I'm gonna roll Harsal's roll. Real quick.
Yeah, and the answer to that is I probably should have it.
I was going to say, you better say yes. That's like one of the first take as pilot.
I don't think Rick has bought anything off of his talent tree, though.
Oh, no. Ugh.
Harsal provides you absolutely no benefit this round.
Yeah, I'm going to say that I probably don't have anything because I never did.
Okay, well, what I'm going to need from you is a piloting check that is 2 red and a purple and 2 setback.
Hey guys, it was super nice knowing you when we
Yeah.
crash and die. Just I want
Yeah.
you to know I had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Aw, you're going to end up having to jump in and help.
Yeah, so we're gonna
Well,
crash and
it
die.
was a
I love you
success.
guys.
You know, say, hey, I see a
That's
success there,
true.
so I don't need to hear none of it.
Threat helps boost the enemy, but
Yep.
multiple threat, I'm not sure.
You lost an engine,
I mean,
but you're
that's
still in the air.
a lot of threat.
Okay. So that TIE fighter is going to get a fuckload of boost that he can choose to split among his piloting checks and his gunnery check. And that's going to be round 1. And at this point, I'm going to have the TIE fighters, due to their speed, move in at range behind you. So they are dropping into the canyons and catching up. So at this point, we're going to go into one of the good guys' ships takes a turn. The TIE fighter's chasing him or her takes a turn, and then the other ship, just for ease of cinematic, since we are juggling a 2-ship journey here instead of a 1-ship journey. Do you want to
Sorry,
roll?
I didn't realize how much it was going to be harder on you to split.
No, it's fine. Do you guys want to roll initiative, or you just want like everyone on the ship to take their turn piloting, gunning, and stuff, and then go to the TIE fighter? Like, do you care whether it would be
No, I don't
pilot
care.
initiative
matter to me.
and then the TIE fighter and then the gunner on the Minoc or what? Okay.
Nah.
So for ease, we're just going to do 1 ship at a time. So we're going to go back over to the Minoc. So I need you to roll a d6 to tell me what phenomena you encounter.
None.
Okay.
Smooth sailing.
I'm rolling ones like crazy.
Chip, you are going to encounter this one. We're looking at Noxious Fog. So you enter the canyon and you navigate through the canyon, and then this TIE fighter, like I said, you have 3 of them chasing you. The 2 TIE fighters, 2 of them are going to drop down into the canyon and are pursuing and trying to keep up with you, and they are now in range to be able to like start shooting. One of them, you notice though, is like staying way up high and trying to like keep eyes on you instead of having to worry about navigating the canyon with you. So you have 2 ships right behind you, but then you have an eye on this guy who's like, if they lose you, he can see which way you went, kind of thing.
Okay.
But your canyon is going to take kind of a sweeping turn to the left, and then you see that the whole area around this turn is just full of this noxious, like, thick cloud of fog that you can barely even see through, and it's going to add 2 setback to your piloting check unless the co-pilot or sensor operator can do a successful hard perception or computer check.
All right,
Okay.
hard is 3.
Yep. So 3 computers or perception from Sam.
Nice.
Okay, so that is
Yeah.
successful. So the setback is not added, and it is the standard piloting check, because we're technically, air quotes, technically in turn order. Sam's action is his computer check this round, not his co-piloting check. So he's not going to make the co-piloting check to downgrade the pilot check.
That makes sense.
You're welcome, bag of flesh.
You do a
Good
really
job.
good Sam.
Good job. Good job. All right, that makes it 2 red, 1 purple for me.
Yep.
And let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can really help myself out with, but I think there is not.
Are you remaining at speed 3, by the way?
I am. That's why I'm sticking with 2 reds, 1 purple. You think I should? Or sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to remind you that there's more that you can. Y'all have your actions and your maneuvers. So if you don't have your
so
books
maneuver.
open, that is a thing you might want to do.
Yeah,
or...
we went over it.
Okay,
Actually,
so you
it's
know
that
about like gain the advantage and those
And
kinds
push
of
it to the limit.
push it to the limit.
Punch it.
Okay. So just remember, it's not just do your piloting check and your turn's over. If you want to like push it or any of the other maneuvers, keep that in mind.
I do want to shoot if I can see a TIE fighter.
Sure. Do you want to shoot?
Like you said, there's one up above kind of watching.
Yeah, but there's 2 like in range of you. You're not like the one
The
up
one up
above
above's not in
is like
range.
way the hell out
Okay.
there. As far as
Well,
like
then
ship to
just the
ship
one in range
engagement,
then.
there's 2 right behind you.
Whichever one's in the lead.
Hmm.
What would the difficulty be? Like, how far are they?
Sorry, that 240 is for me, so that I can go look on that for you. Your speed is currently 3.
Correct.
His speed is, he was dropping in on you, and his speed is currently 5. So the target
It's
is
hard to hit.
5, which means it is +2 to you, which means it is a hard check. So it is 3 purples.
All right, I'm gonna miss this one, guys.
Guys, we're learning Starship Combat, and it's not completely fucked yet.
Oh,
Woo! All that
Nice.
and a success.
pew pew.
I'm going to drop some TIE fighters down here.
They're so tiny.
Yeah, well, I just need them for, like, tracking purposes. That way I can, if y'all push speed, we can move tokens to remember how far things are. So you successfully hit a TIE fighter. How much damage does your ship do?
Okay, let's see here.
I need a 4th monitor.
I'm looking at it.
Dude, tell me about it. I have 2 windows on each of my side monitors, and I'm still like, where do I put the TIE fighter?
6 damage.
What
why I
does
was
it mean by
hyped to
crit
get
3,
my
damage 6?
to get my
That
4K
means you need
TV,
3 advantage to use the crit.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
because it's like I have 3 more monitors worth of space than I did before.
I want one. I'll take 2. How much damage did you say you did?
6.
6.
6 damages. The TIE fighter has some armors of 2, so 4 goes through.
It doesn't like immediately explode.
Yeah, what kind of TIE fighter is this?
Thought if you like sneezed, they just went poof.
Right, yeah.
Calling foul on this one.
Throw some rocks at it or something.
I forgot the tokens are all tied to the same sheet. But okay, I can do this. I have the power of a dry erase board that I keep on my desk for whenever we're doing things. Dry erase board away. TIE Fighter 1 has taken 4 damage.
Cool. My
Piloting
turn,
check for the Minoc, yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna use. Oh man, I want to use one of my maneuvers, like a cool evasive maneuver, but I'm gonna go ahead and use aim just to give myself a boost since I'm still going pretty fast.
Okay.
Hopefully that helps.
So aim is a boost on the piloting check, or?
Yeah. Yes. Or no, wait. Let me double check. I'm just reading it off of maneuvers. It just says.
Are we in the starship maneuvers?
Oh, you know what? It does say combat check, not pilot check. That would matter, wouldn't it?
I feel like it would matter.
It would definitely matter. Yeah, I didn't read that correctly. I will.
You can accelerate or decelerate. You can angle deflector shields. But so can your co-pilot or something if you wanted to put maximum shields on the back or whatever. I need to check to see if the TIE Fighter's got shields. No, I'm just mumbling to myself. You can stay on target. This reflects the pilot's concentration on to... Oh, you're going to do it?
Yeah, upgrade the ability of all attacks made by... So that would help Ovaltine next round.
Okay, you want to use your maneuver for that and maintain current speed? Or do you want to punch it?
Yeah, let's just do that, because, sorry, I was going to punch it, but I guess it'd probably be better to be able to shoot him out. Oh, this guy. All right, screw it, sorry. I'm going to punch it, and then we'll... Oh, wait, I'm already at maximum speed, so that doesn't matter. None of that matters. I'll do stay on target, sorry. That was confusing. So, Ovaltine, on your next attack, you get a little extra.
Got it.
A little extra something, something.
And
let's do the piloting check.
Not get anything for this, so that's going to be kind of rough. We may not do super on this check here. Okay.
Ah, all right.
Hey.
Pleasantly surprised.
Woohoo!
We've been rolling all right tonight.
Oh no, you jinxed us. All right, so now can that
look
advantage
forward to my
go
next
to
roll.
anyone on my team, or does it have to stay within the ship?
So it says each advantage grants a boost to one of the ship's gunners on the current or subsequent round. So your ships are geographically separated. That boost would not jump over to like a Zamira gunnery check for any reason. So Ovaltine gets 2 boostuses on his next shoot.
That's right. He gets a boost and upgrades the ability of the attack. Okay, cool. I end my turn.
Oh, a boost and an upgrade? Is that what it is?
That's what it says. Upgrade the ability check.
Okay, then yeah.
Upgrade the ability of all attacks against...
Remember that, Steven.
Got it.
We're now going to go to the TIE Fighters.
And then one of the TIE Fighters get one little setback, I think.
From
my last one.
I believe you. I'm just reading other
things. It was a triumph.
Oh yeah. I got you.
I was just making it harder for their next.
Yep. I'm just making sure that I didn't need to factor in shields or anything for these TIE Fighter guys.
Oh sure, yeah.
Because I was like, wow, you almost killed that one. I know he's a TIE Fighter, but like I feel like in 2 rounds this fight could be over. But okay, so the TIE Fighter shoots. or you shoot the TIE fighter, and now it is the 2 TIE fighters' turn. So the first thing I need the TIE fighter to do, and I'm going to do this on my phone because it's probably easier than...
Oh, sorry. So with me getting a success and an advantage, does anything happen at all, or we're just basically? I just didn't get anything. Is basically all it is.
Well, the advantage went to Ovatine. The success, remember, multiple successes gives you a piloting boost on your next check, but a single one is basically you don't drive into the wall.
Yep. Okay, got it.
I should actually have these freaking things programmed into the TIE Fighter, I think. I do. Add, oh god, I have to juggle. Okay, so the TIE Fighter is making its piloting check to stick through this Noxious Fog with you. But I have to like keep scrolling up and down to verify numbers. Alert, can't find character. What? You know what? I'm probably just about to do this in the dice pool instead. Have I told you this session that I really love the Roll20 character sheet?
Well, hey, for our first time really doing a lot of battle and ships, we're doing pretty
pretty
by
good.
That, I mean, you're doing pretty well because you're explaining everything. Do you want us to put the threshold for hull trauma in the red section on our little screen here?
The threshold is already in there.
Like
if you take wounds, it would go in there, and that would fill the bar up. And then once the bar is full, your thing.
Yep.
Okay, so this fucker's check is going to be 3 boost, 2 yellows, 1 green, 2 setback, 1 purple.
These are attacking the night flyer.
He's just trying to fly right now, but I have to juggle a whole bunch of numbers. So his speed is 5, which means it is a 5 purple check for him, and then his silhouette is 3, so he upgrades 1. There's lots of craziness going on. Because this guy came in so fast, he is now making a piloting check that is 3 yellow, 1 green, 3 blue, 2 black, 5 purple, and 1 red. So wish him luck, because here he goes. He did the thing.
Wow.
What?
I'm gonna roll the other ships.
I don't think Roll20 has fair dice.
Seriously.
I'm gonna roll the other ship's piloting check while I have all this shit programmed in there. Oh, balls.
Oh.
Yep, so that guy has a major collision with the wall, and I need to go read what that did. I'm pretty sure that's a...
Now that sounds like a TIE fighter.
Yeah. I said it was 240.
Yes, I believe so. Or, yeah, 240.
Collisions, minor collisions, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he suffers a critical hit. I subtract the ship's defense times 10 from the roll, except it's a major collision, so it is the ship's defense times 5. Okay, so I'm going to roll a D100. So it would be an 87 on the crit title, but then what I need to do is I need to take the ship's defense. So 2. Which means times 5 does not at all do this thing. This is very, like, there needs to be a chart for this instead of a paragraph that you keep having to go back to the top and read from the top.
It sounds like this game.
Okay, so he's going to suffer a critical hit because he did not reduce it far enough with all of his defenses because he was just flying too fucking fast. So an 87 on the crit table is going to be shields down, decrease defense in the affected area zones to 0, and decrease defense in all other defense zones by 1 until this critical hit is repaired, while the defense or the affected defense zone cannot be restored. While the defense of the affected defense zone cannot be restored until the critical hit is repaired, defenses can be assigned to protect that defense zone from other zones. Okay, so he fucks up his shields and shit, but does he take damage though?
I want that to be a thing that happens. That would make me happy.
Although I would laugh really hard if he smashed into a wall, did all this stuff with the defense, and then didn't take any damage.
Right.
He's fine. Everything's fine.
How are you?
Makes me want to watch that movie now.
Okay, it tells me how many different ways the ship can suffer a critical hit, but it doesn't tell me whether this major collision just also does damage. Or whether it's just look at the chart and do whatever the chart says. Okay, I don't see anything that says damage. If somebody else can find anything in the book that tells me this asshole should take damage, then he does. Otherwise, it looks like he just bounces off the wall and wrecks his shields for now. But I feel like collisions do damage. I just cannot find anything that says where.
I mean, looking at it in the book, I don't know if we're looking in the same spot. But it kind of just seems like it takes, like the critical hit happens as a result of damage, so maybe it's just assuming damage has already happened.
Well, it says the critical hit is happening as a result of a minor collision in this case, not because of the shootings. It just feels weird for a TIE fighter doing a speed of 5 to slam hardcore into the wall and it just fuck his shields up. I guess that's what the shields are for, but in the event of like moving things further along, I'm going to just say apparently his shields are down and that'll be factored into his next shot or your next shot on him if you shoot that one. So Gunner of the Minoc, you watch this TIE fighter bounce off the fucking wall. We're going to reduce his speed because of that. And then the TIE fighters are going to attempt to shoot at you. So this asshole actually reduces speed and falls back. This TIE fighter is going to shoot at you.
So this is the one that just hit a wall?
Yeah, I'll put some kind of... He's got that for now. Deal with it.
Apparently there's a separate calculation for collision damage. It's ship's defense times 10.
No, that's for the critical hit. Right?
Maybe I'm reading this wrong.
Are you on the page that says
no, I was,
damage?
I was, but I didn't understand it, and then I looked at a forum.
Okay.
Sorry, how difficult was the thing?
How difficult was what
thing?
thing?
The difficulty? Sorry. I'm looking at a table that just says damage difficulty. Maybe that's something else. Continue, sorry.
We are so great at this game. I'm going to have the TIE fighter shoot at y'all. Your speed is currently 3.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so you are 2 slower than him, making it an easy check. I have all kinds of dirty dice in the dice pool.
How do you get all those boosts?
TIE fighters have really great handling.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
they just naturally get the boost. It's not from something else.
Yeah, the ship is really agile. Does your ship have handling?
Interesting. No, handling is 0
Okay.
Same.
on both our ships, yeah.
Yeah, so just being small
At least it's not a
fighters-
negative.
It's true. On the ship stat card, the number in your handling field, you get to add that as a boost to your piloting checks.
Cool.
So he's going to shoot at you, and it is an easy check. And he is shooting at the rear for anyone playing defense shield games on the Minoc. Was there setbacks on this guy for his gunnery check?
No, I think
the
my check got
setbacks
upgraded.
Yeah, but the setbacks that I gave was, I thought you already used that. Yeah.
I'm just making sure there was nothing for the
Huh.
shooting part. Sorry, I have hiccups. TIE Fighter 1 shoots at the Minoc and does that. TIE Fighter 2 has slowed down and is going the same speed as you, which means it's an average check. You know what? He just bounced off the wall. I'm going to be super cool and give him a setback too. Since I don't know if he takes
How
damage.
kind.
And he misses. Sorry
Okay.
guys, I'm super trying to speed this up now.
Oh,
No,
no,
you're
you're
fine.
fine. This is our first real time doing it. I think you're doing great.
Well, that's one of the reasons I wanted to like glaze through the beginning part.
Sure,
but-
sure. So we take 4 damage, but I have 3 armor. So I
So
take
1
1
damage.
damage.
Yep.
Or does it do more damage? You know what I mean? Like, does 1 hit equal a certain amount of damage from the TIE fighter?
No, it should be the same.
It's same. The only time that things
'Kay.
get different is like Joe Bob has a blaster pistol and shooting a ship. Ships are doing math on a planetary scale. People do it on a personal scale. So if you were a guy shooting a ship and did 1 damage to a ship, that is not the same thing as a TIE fighter doing 1 damage to a ship.
Yeah, because Steven rolled 1 success and it was 6 damage. That's why I was just.
Well, the weapon.
That was based on the
does-
gun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right, but that's what you're doing too, isn't it? You're shooting a weapon.
Oh,
TIE fighter.
what was his weapon? Forward-mounted laser cannons. I forgot that the fucking sheet is broken. Pardon my French.
That's okay. I mean, we can leave it like that. Obviously, I'm fine with that.
TIE Fighter. Ooh, it's got linked 1. Damage is actually 6. And
6 total.
yeah. Let me refresh myself on linked. I'm going to click a button. This is just a test. Hey, that worked. Well, at least I can shoot. I just can't pilot.
Okay, so you did for 6 damage, and I have 3 armor, so I'm going to take 3 damage.
Yeah, I need to
Cool,
look up
alright.
what links does. Because, shit. Linked. Some weapons, like laser cannons, blah, 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 increases the possibility of a hit as well as damage dealt. When firing a linked weapon, page. On a successful attack, the weapon deals 1 hit, and the wielder may spend 2 advantages to do an additional hit. No advantages or not enough advantages doesn't apply. Second TIE fighter misses. Night Flyer's turn for their checks on board the ship. You are currently traveling at a speed of 3, and you must roll a d6 to tell me which hazard is around the turn after you navigate that junk arch.
So you want us to roll another d6?
Kodo or Zamira,
the Night Flyer.
Yeah.
5, huh? Ooh, this is a fun one.
55.
55.
Oh no, he said this is a fun one.
It is fun. So you go into that arch, you turn left, you turn right, the TIE fighters are sticking with you, and you actually enter this tunnel of junk, right? In this long, huge tunnel. You don't have to turn sideways or anything crazy, but you are just in this cave of random jagged shit sticking out at you, and you're ducking and diving and weaving, and you see light at the end of the tunnel. However, it looks weird. And a few split seconds later, you realize why. The light is actually shining through a waterfall of thick, viscous green sludge. So you need to make a piloting check to kind of determine where the least amount of sludge is and like punch through this waterfall of goop. So what you are doing is you have this chemical sludge. You need to bank to avoid a majority of the sludge, which adds 2 setbacks to your check. If you get a success, hang on, this is written weird. Yeah, so as you fly through the sludge, it's actually going to affect your ship for subsequent rounds. So if you succeed, it's going to add a single setback to your next check. If you fail, it could add 2 or more on subsequent checks as goop covers all around your all around your ship's engines and whatnot. I'm like reading the chat because I have other people trying to help with the rules that are just all over the place, and they say that the tie should have been smushed. So we're gonna bounce that tie off the wall. He missed his attack anyways. Fuck that guy.
Pew pew kablamo.
I still have no idea where it actually says that in the book, but such is life. Rick, I need you to make a piloting check based on your speed. Should have been 2 reds and a purple, and then 2 blacks from the sludge waterfall, and then yeah, we'll see what you get. So 2 red, a purple, 2 black.
Can Harsel help me with this or no?
He can certainly try. Oh shit, it's a thing.
Next time you get the chance, Kodo, you should probably pick up Skill Jockey.
Oh, there's a lot of skills I need to pick up.
That would take off all of your setbacks.
He decreases a red to a purple. So red, purple, purple, black, black.
All right. And away we go.
Well, shit,
Man,
fire,
I'm
save
good.
matches. All right, so you get a success, which means you're able to find a thinner spot in the slime, and your next piloting check, remember this, your next piloting check has a additional setback from slime. You are going to, somehow those threats equate to boosts for the TIE fighters checks on their turn. Is there anything else you would like to do? Hi, cat on the keyboard. Is there anything that you would like to do, gain the advantage, punch it, those sorts of maneuvers that you can do on your turn?
Not for now. I feel like we're doing all right. Don't need to press my luck, even though I literally do that with every turn.
Okay, we're gonna bounce over to your gunner's turn, unless you want the TIE fighters to go, but it's assumed that you would wait for the TIE fighters to come out of the slime, and then the shooting would happen. But, Hun, if you would like to shoot as they come out of the slime, do that, thanks.
Yeah, how do I do it?
You make a gunnery check, and
I can tell you about the guns.
Yes. Your speed is currently 3, and their speed is currently 4, which means it's plus or minus 1 is an average check. So,
so 2?
2 purples.
Oh.
There is a monster kitty cat sitting atop my mouse pad, nibbling the fingers anytime I attempt to grab the mouse.
Well, you have to pay attention to it.
I didn't do so good, you guys.
Yeesh.
Yeah, you miss.
I'm better at piloting. It just is what it is today.
Apparently. Okay, so we got some TIE fighters. TIE fighters are going to try to keep up with you. And then TIE Fighter A is going to shoot at you. Actually, I'm gonna roll the gunnery checks because it's a single button, and then I'm gonna go hand jam all those dice since this button didn't seem to work. Yeah, that button doesn't work.
Oh no.
What if I do this?
Oh.
That works. Okay. Hang on. Let me add the actual challenge and stuff. There's weird things about vehicle sheets. You have to, like, stop chewing on my phone, you fucker. Sorry.
That's the weird
That is a weird thing.
That is a weird thing we have to do. It is 2 setbacks. Cool. Let's see if this TIE Fighter blows up coming through the sludge. He does it. He does it good. Now let's see how this TIE Fighter does attempting to shoot you. He's going 4, you're going 3. It's an average check. He's going to aim because he is smart. Gunnery. He does not do enough to link and hit you again, but he will hit you for the 6 damage, plus 1 for each success for 9 damages.
And that goes to whole trauma, yeah?
Yeah, whatever your ship's wounds are. Stop headbutting the microphone, you needy.
Ooh, that's a heck of a hit.
Do you have armor on that ship? Also,
Oh, I do, 4. So it eats up 4.
Yeah.
It works just like soak. Linus, your
Cool.
cat is an asshole and it is biting my fingers.
He just loves you and he's hungry and wants attention.
I
Okay.
feel the exact same way.
It's bedtime food time.
Tally, when I shot your ship, did we add 1 for each success, or was I too busy doing other things that I forgot?
You said there were 6 total damage, and I didn't really quite get it, but I didn't want to.
It should have. It was
You
6,
said
7,
you
8.
said
It would have
you
been
hit
9
4
total
success.
damage.
9 instead of 6. Okay, I'll add 3.
Well, no takebacks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, actually, that is quite a bit of damage. Like,
I mean,
like
they're
1 or 2
very
more.
fragile, highly
Yeah, we need you to run
maneuvering.
into another wall.
Yeah.
Don't make excuses for them. I tell you what.
Second guy is shooting at the night flyer. The cat is trying to eat the microphone. 7 damage to night flyer.
Now, does your threat help us? Same way that our threat helps you?
So it gives me threat on piloting checks. This would just be a typical combat threat, so we would refer to the chart of this guy could take a setback on his next combat check, or you could have a boost on your next gunnery, or what.
Okay, but it has to be only on the night flyer, since that's what he's attacking?
I'll let the night flyer
curious.
pick. Do you want him to have a setback on his next shot, or you to have a boost on your next shot? Boost on your next shot, because they die easy.
Kodo?
Don't do what the DM tells you.
Yeah. No, I like the idea of boosting the shot because they die easy. Also, sorry, I was reading this sheet that she linked me with all the piloting stuff on it.
Okay.
Cool.
We're going to bounce back over to the Minoc. Minoc, roll a d6. There's a cat in the way of me being able to see what you roll, but I'm sure if I touch its fluff, it won't bite me.
The cat wants us to win, clearly.
3. Number 3 is a sharp turn.
Ooh. Oh no, please don't.
A sharp turn. So
I have to do
there's-
sound effects.
Yeah, there's not much more to it than that.
Okay.
It's just a sharp turn, and it's going to add a single setback to that piloting check that you got.
All right, I saw it in a movie. We drop an anchor, and that'll swing us around.
Just do a crazy Ivan.
Yeah.
Yes. Aw. That's. Aw.
So
Now she's sad all over again that it got
Now
canceled.
it's sad.
now I've made
Now
myself
it's
sad. Piloting check with a single setback.
Cool. So, as my maneuver, I will do the angle deflector shields to help kind of up our defense. And then,
you moving everything to the butt?
yeah, I'm thinking I might slow down since it's a sharp turn. You said it's the piloting check is going to stay the same, obviously, otherwise, unless I change it. And it's one
piloting
setback.
check is always going to be 2 and a 1, unless you speed up or
Unless
slow down, because your
Right.
silhouette is not changing.
Right. And it's one setback.
All right, let's do the co-pilot.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Why did that shake out to nothing?
Yeah.
Wow.
3 successes across the bottom, 3 fails on the other side.
I'll take away the setback as my skill jockey, and then
Mm-hmm.
wait, does it take a maneuver to slow down?
I don't know. You're the pilot.
Accelerate, decelerate. It does take a maneuver.
Yeah, that sounds right.
All right. Well, I could just try to. Should I wing it and try to go fast anyway around the curve?
Gotta go
Try to
fast.
Han Solo
If
it.
you're not first, you're last. You need to. Never mind. I won't. Press your fate.
I mean, if we're talking about how you drive normally, then you accelerate into the turn instead of out of.
I get a failure and a threat. So minor collision, I think. Yeah, minor collision and
Minor
with the
collision.
enemy.
So, roll a critical hit. So roll a d100. Or I think you can technically just do it on this sheet, but let's just do a d100.
What's the easiest?
/r space 1d100.
I'm sorry. /RD one space. What?
That /r space 1d100.
There's also a dice menu.
That's a lot.
Geez, that's gonna be hard to negate.
Minor collision.
no.
Remember, be gentle.
Yeah, but minor collision takes your defense and multiplies it by 10. So what's your defense is?
Defense is 3, I think. Let me double check it. Got about 1 million tabs open right now. Yeah.
That's why you need more monitors.
Oh no, defense. Oh, it depends on where it is. Fore, aft, starboard, or port.
Well, I mean, it's your total. Well, roll a d4 to see where on the ship you impact the side of the canyon.
Whoa.
Okay. Just.
I'm sure it wouldn't be on the aft.
Yeah, right. You just moved all of your shields to the butt, and then you hit somewhere that was not the butt.
Should have touched the butt.
Should not have touched the butt. I'm gonna say you probably do not reduce the thing all the way to 0 with a roll of 93, and you suffer a minor collision.
I rolled the d4 to see which side, right?
I was being facetious.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really didn't get that. Sorry.
Do
you need me to do anything else?
Very dryly complaining that there's no written. It's on me to decide where your ship impacts the wall, and you had moved all of the shields to the part of the ship that is probably not impacting the wall.
Interestingly enough, however, I only have defense in the back anyway, 1 in the front, and the sides are 0 anyway. So
if we hit on the side, 0 times 10, we're doing fine.
Yeah. Well, see, it's a sharp turn, so what happens is you go into the turn so sharp that you actually drag the ass of the ship across the canyon wall, which is where you put all the shields.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
I actually didn't do the mechanics for that? Was I supposed to add something to the shield? Let me double check that. Sorry, you can continue on, and I'll check.
I'm looking at your sweet critical hit here. Your critical hit, as a matter of fact, is it's going to make sense since you just drug the ass of the ship across the canyon wall. You've damaged the engine. The ship or vehicle's maximum speed is reduced by 1 point to a minimum of 1 until this critical hit is repaired.
Oh no.
So now is time to get somebody on that ship working on the engine, I guess. Minoc, your speed is reduced to 2.
Speed reduced to 2, got it. And
speed
then what
reduced
else?
to 2.
Okay.
It is a hard check to repair that critical hit. Gunner on the Minoc, would you like to attempt to shoot at the TIE fighters?
Yeah, that's a 4, right? Because we're going so much slower now.
Your speed is currently
here.
2. His speed is, it was 5 on his last turn, but he slowed down to 4. So he is 2 faster than you. So it is a hard check. However, you upgrade once and you boost once. And the dice pool is empty and ready for you.
Nice.
Ba-ba.
Da-da-da-da.
Ooh, triumph to.
I'm gonna crit him.
Cool. You blow him up.
Yahoo!
And I don't have to do
Nice.
that TIE fighter turn because y'all have killed your TIE fighters. Good night, Shiny.
Good night.
Bye, Shiny.
Night Flyer. I'm gonna have to like put names on your ships so that I remember these things. Night Flyer. Figure out what your hazard is. Roll me a d6. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Debris avalanche.
Oh my.
Okay. This is gonna be fun. So the TIE fighter that totally missed you last turn, as it turns out, his lasers impact the wall ahead of you and shit starts sliding down. So you're going to need to dodge some of the debris that is just falling and bouncing and stuff like that. So you need to make a quick swerve, and you're going to add 2 setbacks to your piloting check. And if you fail your piloting check this round, you are going to take 9 damage, 3 system strain, and a minor collision.
That's a lot. So it's 2 setback and 2 purple, or 1 purple?
It is the standard math.
Oh.
So whatever your
so
speed.
it's 2 red, 1 purple?
2 red and a purple plus 2 setbacks at default, depending on what else you do. So if you use a maneuver to slow down, it would change your math.
No, just gonna. I mean, I guess I would angle my deflector shields to put 2 on the aft instead of just 1, since they're behind me.
Okay.
I don't think that doesn't really cost anything though.
That's
right?
your maneuver, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then for your action, your piloting check has not been modified at all. If you had like sped up or slowed down, it would modify your check. But so you angle your deflector shields to the rear as you fly into this rain of debris. Now please dodge all the debris since the cockpit of your ship has no shields.
I'm confident. Also, can Harsal help me with this or no?
Yeah. Sorry, y'all have to remind me that I'm playing characters right now.
You're doing so much, wearing so many hats.
Ready, set, Harsal check, go!
Damn it.
Yeah. He's more of a capital ship commander types and not a dogfight in a canyon full of fart clouds and falling junk.
He's really just a bossy jerk.
He is really just a bossy jerk. You gain absolutely nothing. I award you no points, and you must make the check as stands.
Or have God mercy. Oh my God, have mercy on yourself. Damn it.
So close, but so far-fetched.
Yeah, we probably should start using those light points. Just so.
So.
No, I should probably start getting like my abilities or whatever that I never did. I know I picked that when I made the character, but I never wrote it down.
Did you spend the XP on it?
I haven't spent any XP on anything. None. Not anything. Because we went through the process of making the character, and then I never wrote anything down because I didn't know that I was supposed to be doing that.
You didn't even spend XP when you made the character?
Correct.
Well, we would have bought your skills and stuff during character creation. I have a recorded stream of us doing that.
Yeah, but I didn't write anything down. So I have no idea. I have no recollection of any what that stuff was.
How do you make a character without writing it down?
What?
How do you make a character without writing it down?
We had this sheet up. I was reading the stuff. I was saying, oh, I want this, that, and the other.
How do you do anything in life? Just fine. You get through it. Good.
And given that this is my first run through on Roll20, I didn't know I was supposed to be putting things on the sheet or anything.
You got skills. You got stuff. I see your skill ranks.
But it's just the basic stuff. Like, I checked the box to say this is my career, right? And that gave me the one rank. That's it. That's the only thing I've done.
Career doesn't give you rank. Career makes future ranks cheaper.
Possible.
All of those ones and stuff came from character generation, and I believe that's because I realized that you hadn't done anything, so I literally went back and watched the stream of you and me building this character on the PDF sheet, and then I plugged it in to this sheet because I realized before session 1 that you had not done that. So I gave you your skills. I don't know if you do not have any talents or abilities.
Yeah,
so
none of the talents, nothing. Like, we went through and made all these like important choices because of what I needed, to be the best at what I was trying to do, and then I never actually added any of these things.
Yeah, it's all right. You'll be fine. You're just gonna take some damage. The ship might blow up. We'll see. Science. What was?
That's a dog.
It is a dog. Science the corgi. I said it was 9 damage, 3 system strain, and a minor collision.
Does my armor stop that at all? The 9 damage?
I see no reason why it would not at this point.
Okay.
So that hopefully keeps your ship from blowing up, right?
Yeah. I'm at 16 of 25.
Okay. Don't forget your system strains.
Yep.
And then...
I'm curious as to why that doesn't show up as a bar.
Because we did not set it as a bar. We wanted to keep the speed and stuff that we would be checking like every turn as bars. You need to do a minor collision, so you need to roll a D100.
And that's /R1D100. Haha. That's not cool. I don't like that.
What's your total defenses times 10?
Total defense times 10?
Yep.
1.
Oh, 2.
It depends on where you hit.
Because I have 1 on each end. Well, 2 now on the back, so that's 20.
That's your shields, but what's your defense?
It just kind of lists defense as 1001.
Yeah.
Or depending on where you are on the ship.
Oh.
It's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So perhaps 2 or 1. I'm not sure. Depends
so
on where it is.
Those are the quadrants of the ship. So like you have 1 on the front and 1 on the back. So your total is 2 times 10 is 20.
Yeah.
So you suffer a critical hit. We're going to find out what that is as soon as I finish looking at this thing. Because I am juggling so many charts right now. Would you roll 85? That's a fun one. Shields down. Decrease defense affected areas to 0. So you lose all your shields as stuff bounce off of them.
Yay.
Right before people shoot at you. But we're going to have Miss Zamira shoot at one of them ships and try to kill it before it can kill you.
Hit it!
You hit it. How much damage does your ship do?
Nice.
It has 2 turrets. Each one does a damage of 6. One's a ventral, one's a dorsal.
Right now, your dorsals can see them. So the ventral, there's a guy down in the ventral, but he does not have clear line of sight on the TIE fighters. So it would be 6 plus each of the 2 successes, so 8 damages to a TIE fighter.
While he was hanging out, though, he nailed a Womp Rat.
And 8 damages totally kills a TIE fighter, as I suspected. Even after his armor reduces it. So Zamira blasts the shit out of a TIE fighter. It does a TIE fighter spin and bounces off of a wall.
Ooh, good job.
I just need one more successful pilot check from the... Oh, I have to do her TIE fighters. Stand by. What I was going to say is I need one more check from the Minoc to duck out of sight of the TIE fighter way up above you. But let's TIE fighter the Night Flyer real quick and see if it blows up. This guy is going to slow down because science. He is going through the debris field, so that was 2 setbacks. Some reds. Speed is 4, so 2 and 2. Okay, guys, buckle up. Here is the piloting check. Ooh, he survives the debris field and is actually going to have a boost on his next piloting check if y'all don't kill him before that.
They're having so much fun.
Yes, and he's going to boost himself on the shooting, but I need to reset this here field.
Just ram him.
He's going 4. What's the speed of the Night Flyer right now? 3?
It can only do 3.
Well, I didn't know if you had sped up or slowed down. No, you moved your shields. You didn't slow down.
Yep,
so it is an average. You've been steady on the pace.
Okay.
And you get the boost. Okay, he's going to shoot you. Here it comes.
Oh my god.
Ooh, we're going to have
I hate
troubles.
everything about this.
He's going to do 8 damage, and then he is going to use Linked with his 2 advantages to do 8 more damages.
Oh,
That's
shit.
it. Wait.
Yay, we
no.
exploded!
Wait, no. It's not it. That's not it. I have armor of 4.
Yeah,
so it's 8
does,
and then 8?
So, yeah. So he does 8 and armor applies, and then he does 8 more and armor applies.
So that's only 8 total. We got one. We got one. We're hanging on by a thread.
Yikes.
Come on, baby, hold together.
She's got it where it counts.
Which is apparently with that one remaining point of hull trauma.
Yeah.
No pressure, Zamira.
You
Kill
do
it.
remember that your shields were down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Just making sure. So we're gonna bounce back over to the.
You don't actually get to this time. Right now, Zamira. Sorry.
But shields being down doesn't, like, armor is separate from shields, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just saying shields didn't factor into his attack. Science. The last thing that I have for you, cheeky Minoc, is to get out of sight of that asshole.
Yeah.
And so you want to roll.
Holy crap.
You got a boost.
Dang.
Yeah. So that is enough. No, that's enough to reduce it all the way down. That makes it a negligible check, and you would automatically succeed on the piloting check.
Woohoo.
Let's figure out.
Sorry,
what
I stole your roll from you.
Yeah, let's figure out what the hazard is though, and roll me a d10. Actually, roll me a D100.
We keep rolling so high.
83 is the sludge waterfall, so y'all are going to do your own sludge waterfall, which is actually, since you succeed the check, because your skill jockey would take away even the setback die, that is the perfect escape option for you. You disappear into the tunnel where the sludge waterfall would be, and the ship like loses sight of y'all, and y'all are able to break line of sight, and y'all are out of this pursuit. So let's bounce back over to the Night Flyer. Night Flyer, let's start with Harsal. He's going to help you one of these times, I swear.
But it won't be this time.
No, he reduces the
Oh.
piloting check by 1.
There you go.
Who?
So roll a D100, because with y'all splitting up, you've used up all of my prepared things, so we're going to find out what new cool thing you might get. Because there's some other cool stuff. 71.
Rolling all sorts of high.
Oh, you were right between Noxious Fog and Sludge Waterfall. I was hoping that you would.
Can I escape from the waterfalls?
I was
Can we
hoping
have a
that
fog
you would.
waterfall?
There's some other ones in there, like extremely narrow canyon, and you have to do the solo turn on the side, or Jawa scavenging party, or like a battery that's arcing out across the canyon. But y'all, when you rolled all your D100s, you were like right middle of the pack and kept getting Noxious Fogs and Sludge Waterfalls. And y'all are continuing that. So we're going into a sharp turn, Night Flyer. So it is just the check, and you just add a setback.
Cool.
So speed is 3. If you were keeping your speed at 3, it is 2 reds, a purple, and a black.
So 2, 1. Yeah, so 2 red, purple, 1 black.
Yep.
And Harsal helped, but that's already figured in.
Hardsaw reduces it by 1, so it turns a red into a purple. So 1 red, 2 purple, a black.
Cool. So.
But you could use a maneuver to slow down.
But no, I'm going full speed. I'm on that. I'm on that hype. That is my goal. And where's the button? There it is. Hold on to your butts. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus.
R.I.P. my stolen ship.
Okay. This is fine.
Literally the definition of the guy on fire saying that.
Remember that time that I convinced my wife to get in the ship with Rick driving just because he would need a gunner, and then Rick drove into all of the things?
I don't think I've ever had a piloting check go anything more than like adequate at best.
Okay. So failure results in a minor collision. I need you to roll a D100 and then multiply all of your ship's defenses by 10. Roll low. Like get a fucking 16. Okay.
Ugh.
So what are all of your ship's defenses multiplied by 10?
Is that counting the fact that they're not there right now because the shields are down?
Well, shields are down, so what are your other defenses multiplied by? I don't know if that matters.
I mean, the only defense... Like,
Back
what is
to
the
the-
difference between defense and shields?
Stand by. Yeah, it just says subtracts the ship's defense. So what is the total defense of your ship?
I mean, by default, it would be 2, but my shields are down,
Okay.
so that almost seems like it should be 0.
Okay, then 41, I guess, is a critical hit. I don't have a ship sheet up, so I'm not asking you questions because I'm like saying you're wrong. I'm saying I do not have the information in front of me. Please tell me what numbers are on those fields.
Yeah, it just seems like because the point of it is that the defense of the ship is supposed to maybe eat whatever thing just got hit. But
Right.
if those shields are down, then there's nothing to stop it. So it makes sense that it would.
Well, you don't take no damage, so hooray. But you do go into a tailspin coming out of this sharp turn. So all firing from the ship is going to suffer 2 setback dice. All crew members in the ship are immobilized until the end of your next turn, Mr. Pilot. So anyone like running around trying to like fix the shields and all that shit, they are all G-force stuck to a wall right now as you spin around, and Zamira is in the turret whizzing around crazy and now needs to add 2 setback on this sharp turn piloting check TIE fighter shot. So here you go, hun. Shoot the TIE fighter. He's traveling at a speed of 4 and y'all are at 3, so it is an average attack. Something. Use a light side point and end all of this now, please.
Oh, you know what? Since he had a failure, he's as well.
You cut out there, babe.
I can't hear you.
You can't. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since he failed a check, it's down 1 speed, so he's at 2.
Oh yeah,
3.
he is at 2, so it is.
But then he started crashing, so gravity like counteracted
No.
that, right?
It's better if he's slower. don't. So it should be a little easier check.
No. That's not how that works. If you're going slower, it is not easier for you to shoot a faster ship. If they slow down, it is easier to hit them.
It is easier on the crashing ship, though. So it depends on which way you look at it.
It's true.
So I use a light side point. I don't know how to change one of the green to a yellow, though.
We're just going to... What's your gunnery check?
2 greens.
Okay, so let's just have you plug it in the dice at the top of your sheet.
Yeah, don't click on the skill. Just put in 1. Yeah, there you go.
Dang.
Oh!
Triumph is a success. So how much damage does the thing do? Don't y'all do like 6 damage?
6.
So yeah, that'll kill the TIE fighter since he's no longer a minion group. Shablam! You kill the TIE fighter.
Shablam.
I am going to force you to make one more check to get away from the TIE fighter up top, though, just because I'm such an asshole. Also because I made them do it, you should have to do it. So you can continue your crazy spiral through this canyon, or you can, if you go up and try to evade the ship, obviously you're going to have combat with that ship. So it's a D100 if you want to stay in the canyon and face the next terrain hazard.
I feel like I gotta go up because I've had it. I feel like my luck or our luck with shooting TIE fighters has been a lot better than my luck with avoiding hazards.
Okay.
Our luck?
Yes, because Harsal's supposed to be helping me, and he's not doing a good job of it.
He did that last time.
Just the one time.
Okay. Again, this is just for funsies and for story and stuff. We're disregarding large portions of this stupid convoluted book, and we're just gonna have you barrel straight towards that final TIE fighter because there ain't no crime if there ain't no witnesses. So let's have Zamira make a gunnery check against that TIE fighter and see if she kills it before it fires on you.
I just want to point out or ask, was it earlier that I did something that got me a boost or whatever for the next gunnery check and then we never used it?
I don't remember. I have been juggling a lot of things. I remember there being a boost on Ovaltine's gun. I don't remember if Zamira got a boost.
No, because you asked me if I wanted, I forget what it was, and you said, oh, use a boost for your next shooting because TIE fighters die easy. But then we never actually used it.
Oh, yeah. That was totally a thing. So Zamira can have a boost on this shot. Because the TIE fighter got a threat. It wasn't something you did. It was something he did.
Oh, right.
Wait, I'm shooting again?
Yeah. You're heading towards the final TIE fighter that was up top, and you're trying to kill him before he can get away.
Do I still have 2 setback?
Nope. Just a gunnery check. Y'all are just heading straight for each other in a cinematic movie finish of exploding parts. So he is moving at speed 4. I'm going to say that Rick has time to have sped up so that y'all are at speed 3, and that'll just fucking do it. I was going to, give her the chance to burn light sides and all that stuff, but there you go. Great success, great victory. Let's, we're going to call it there because this is normally when we shut down, so nothing more crazy at this point, but you are able to duck both of your ships away and destroy TIE fighters and get hidden down in the canyons. So at the start of the next game, we'll be able to like follow the path to Scrappy
Getting paid.
Point and get paid and stuff like that. But that was your non-combat combat challenge of craziness, and I don't know, I liked it.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
That is why I wanted to play this game. So that's very cool. Ship fighting.
And
awesome.
Hard turns and stuff like
that was awesome.
I spent so long reading about the collisions and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, I am ready for this. And then we didn't play for 3 fucking weeks, and like I kept trying to read my note cards and stuff like that over the course to be like, remember the gain the advantage is on page 234 and stuff like that. But then like deployment notifications and other things have made me forget all the studying that I did for Star Wars. But hey, the Night Flyer has 1 hit point left and no shields.
Be careful with those grenades, guys.
Making it out by the skin of my skin of my teeth, skin of my chinny chin chin, whatever.
Hair on my chinny chin chin.
Hair on my teeth.
I think it's
hair on my teeth.
Flap of your
teeth.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
No, that was totally awesome. Loved that session.
There's literally just like one bolt holding everything together.
I would just like to fix our ships and then do that all. Like, go fight our ships, base stuff.
If you wanted to fix one of the other bolts, you could take a pin out of a grenade and put the pin in the bolt. I fixed one problem, but I feel like I have another one on my hands.
Literally in your hand.
Wow.
That was fun getting Tally the smuggler pilot and Kudo the like fucking ace pilot guy down in some canyons and be like,
who's apparently just having not a good day.
That's okay though. Yeah, the visual fun.
I don't know. I liked it. I'm going to bed
me
though.
Too. Okay, thanks for a fun session. That was great.
Thanks for running.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
We'll talk about times and scheduling, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
sounds good.
Sounds good. Bye.